find controversial.
Here's the pitch. He put it on X. He said, Donald J. Trump just won a major electoral victory. His coattails turned a 49-51 Senate to a 53-47 Senate. He deserves a cabinet that is loyal to the agenda he was elected to implement.
Fox's Peter Ducey. The Country Music Association holding its 58th annual awards in Nashville Wednesday night. Lainey Wilson took Female Vocalist of the Year.
Was definitely not expecting this at all. I look up to every single one of the ladies in this category. They have all influenced me and inspired me, and I'm so honored to just even be nominated for this.
Courtesy ABC and the Country Music Association. America's listening to Fox News.
Once again, it's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties, as well as grocery stores in Hobbs, Carlsbad, Lovington, and Artesia to fight hunger in our communities. With food prices still high, more people than usual are struggling during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure they don't have to go without. As part of this two-day event, we'll be in Lovington and Artesia Friday, November 22nd, and Hobbs and Carlsbad Saturday, November 23rd. Made possible by our platinum sponsors, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Lovington Fire Department, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store. Our silver sponsors, Hungry Critters and New Mexico Septic Systems. Our bronze sponsors, Benny's Western Store, Forest Tire, Lee County Electric Co-op, and New Mexico Junior College. And our basic sponsors, Wilbanks Trucking, Old Jack's Restaurant, Elite Compliance Services, LLC, Lee County Roadside, and the Geo Group. Be as generous as you can with food or monetary donations. And join us at Bob's Thriftway in Lovington 2 to 5 p.m. on Friday, November 22nd for the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Gorilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Gorilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
Dear Carbon Footprint, you get smaller as Toyota's electrified lineup gets larger. The all-hybrid Toyota Camry brings available all-wheel drive. The versatile RAV4 sips less fuel and devours more miles. And the RAV4 Prime and the all-electric BZ4X plug into savings. Toyota, let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota, let's go places.
Take home a cool share of our $16,150 winter winning slot tournament at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Earn entries on Friday, November 29 from 4 a.m. to 8:50 a.m. The tournament begins at 7 a.m. You could be one of 20 winners with a $5,000 top prize. The $16,150 winter winning slot tournament at Inn of the Mountain Gods. Must be 21 or older. Visit innofthemountaingods.com or see Apache Spirit Club booth for details.
Did you know that when you become employed with Eddy County, you'll be receiving one of the best and most competitive benefits packages in southeast New Mexico? Eddy County offers great pay, paid vacation, paid sick leave, and holiday pay. In addition, you get para-retirement, and for full-time employees, 100% health insurance paid and 60% for your dependents. You can find a list of open positions and apply at New Mexico Workforce Connection or online at eddycounty.org. Eddy County is an equal opportunity employer.
When you live your life in Wrangler clothes, it's hard to imagine working a 9-to-5 without them. While protection is important, you want clothes with style and comfort. And now, thanks to Wrangler flame-resistant apparel, you can have it all. Wrangler FR is designed to protect you from burn injury on the job, while continuing to offer the comfort and durability you'd expect from Wrangler. Stop by Benny's Western Store, 205 West Main in Artesia, and 107 South Canyon in Carlsbad to try on some Wrangler FR apparel today. When it comes to work clothes, wear clothes that work for you.
Bob's Ridgeway says happy Thanksgiving with big holiday values like honeysuckle young white turkey, 99 cents a pound. Shank portion ham, $1.77 a pound. Sweet potatoes, 3 pounds for $1. And Del Monte bananas, 2 pounds for $1. Get your Ozark brown and serve rolls, 2 big packs for just $3. And Food Club cranberry sauce, big portion 14-ounce can, just 98 cents. And big savings on all your holiday baking needs, from the cream cheese, the pie crust, whipped topping, the flours, the sugars, the condensed milk, even the pumpkin filling, all on special this week. And those are just a few of more than 200 special holiday savings all this week at Bob's Ridgeway, 906 West Avenue D. We're for 50 Thanksgivings. They've made sure your grocery dollar always goes farther.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
Hi, good morning across southeast New Mexico today. Those temperatures this morning started in the lower to middle 30s. About 37 degrees was the start this morning in our radio studios in Lovington. Lovington temperatures this afternoon at 68 degrees, 68 in Carlsbad, Artesia, and 65 degrees as we go up the 285. And then temperatures tomorrow a degree or two warmer. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
About time.
It is about time.
Yeah.
I'm out standing in the sunrise with the case of the early morning shade.
You ready to rock?
Be in the Breakfast Club, broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain Gods studio. Text line at 877-396-W105. Powered by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, your Napa dealer.
Hi, I'm Alexa. This is my favorite morning show. But these guys top funny.
The new and improved Be in the Breakfast Club. Now including Monica and Blake.
It's like I've got the winning ticket in my pocket.
Listening to anything else is like guessing your sister. You.
You sick bastard! Look at this! This is a wake-up call, all right? Fine, I got it. Done.
Oh, good morning.
You know what? I need a smoke and a beer.
What's wrong with you this morning?
I'm trying to quit smoking.
I gotta quit smoking.
I'm trying to quit smoking.
Quit smoking.
Well then, this is your lucky day.
How so?
Today is the Great American Smokeout.
The Great American Smokeout.
The Great American Smokeout.
This could be your day.
I'll quit smoking.
Quit smoking for good.
You can do it!
It's showtime.
And good morning. That is the question of the day. How do you quit smoking? Tom, you ever smoked?
Once.
You smoked once, but you didn't inhale.
Well, that was the other smoke. But
my old man was a smoker, and he would quit just cold turkey and then start up again when he got stressed out. And I think the last 10 years of his life, because he was on dialysis, he had stopped smoking. But I had a lady tell me in Uvalde, Texas, that she was a heroin addict. And she beat heroin, beat alcohol, and she said smoking by far was the toughest thing
kicking the nicotine
to kick.
I've heard that many times.
So my old senior reporter at the paper, who is now the editor at the paper, he, when he was younger, had all kinds of addiction problems like that. He did all of that, heroin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he still smokes, and because he knows that he has an addictive personality.
Yeah.
And he said that smoking was the one thing that he couldn't give up, but if he hangs on to that, then now he doesn't do anything else, and he won't drink. And he's been clean for like 20 years.
Yeah, I got a guy that told me that his life was a mess, and he's young. He's like 35 years old. He goes, dude, I was a mess. My mother and father thought I would be dead before I was like, 25 years of age.
Wow.
And he said, the only thing that saved me, he goes, is that I was hooked on coke. I was hooked on crack. I was hooked on meth. I was hooked on heroin, ketamine. He goes, you name it. I was hooked on it. And he said, I don't drink. He goes, but I smoke weed. And I was like, you smoke weed in the Philippines? Are you crazy? And he goes, it keeps it. It's the only, he goes, it's the only thing.
Wow.
And I was like, well, but in the Philippines, it's a felony. They throw you in jail the same as methamphetamine. Wow. No, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, he's living the good life. His parents, he inherited from his grandparents like 10 apartments.
Oh, okay.
And so he's got residual income, and he's living the life. He's like 30. Well, I don't think he's 40 yet.
if you can create those passive income streams, that is the way to do it.
And then he got into, lifting, and he, that's his addiction.
Sure.
That is his addiction.
Well, and it does become that. You know that.
Right.
Going to the gym. It
Well,
can easily
because
become an
it
addiction.
releases the endorphins just like a drug.
Mm-hmm.
People don't get that.
Right.
That it releases the endorphins just like a drug, makes you feel good.
Yep.
Of course, it also makes you feel bad at the same time because, Tom, you're always sore, right? When you lift.
Well, and that's any kind of exercise. Like when I'm on the bike and stuff, that becomes addictive.
For me, the soreness goes away after
Sure.
about a week. And then, I'm a little sore, but it's not like the first week and a half, 2 weeks. Why is that, Tom?
I don't know. I've never been addicted to anything.
I'm asking about
Not
being
even
sore.
snacks.
Oh,
Not even
the
like
hell
little
with
dips?
that. You're addicted. I can go out to your vehicle today. Don't tell me you're not addicted.
Well,
you can walk in the Allsups and get the damn shakes.
But as far as anything else, all right, everybody's got to eat.
No, nobody. You don't have to abuse.
I've got weird addictions, y'all.
Look, sugar, it's not something to be ashamed of. Sugar is
the most addictive
Yes.
thing in the world.
Yeah.
So what's your addiction? Do you know that? So
I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
I'm addicted to the gym.
Coffee does not count.
I'm addicted to the boom boom.
That's
Which
a
is
healthy
scary
addiction.
because
The boom
I'm going to be 66 years old. What
And-
happens, Tom?
and-
I'll have the shakes.
Okay,
Look,
are y'all
there's
ready?
nothing wrong with being addicted to the boom boom.
Promise y'all won't laugh.
Age doesn't matter.
So Monica's
Okay.
addicted to
Chalk.
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 You eat chalk?
I've been not eating chalk for about a week, maybe.
Chalk.
But it got so bad that
Really?
I was hiding it. I was hiding it from
Chalk?
Patrick. Yeah.
What's that taste like?
It's like the grit of it, it doesn't taste like anything, honestly.
So it's a texture thing,
Yes.
not necessarily the chalk.
Chalk.
Correct.
So
chalk like on a chalkboard?
Yes.
So does it
I've
have
heard of
chalk?
people eating dirt, and
Yeah.
dirt can
I also
actually
eat
have
dirt too.
beneficial?
But I'm not
beneficial.
addicted to dirt.
Yeah.
I do crave the chalk.
So does that texture, does it have to be hard, or is it just the gritty from the chalk dust?
It's hard. I mean, it has to be like a hard piece of chalk. I like to eat chunks of it at a time. I've thought about ordering it from Amazon.
You're weird.
So
Like-
if you took like a
Yeah, I am weird. I
if
told
you
you.
took like a protein powder and that was compressed into like a stick, could that take the place of?
I haven't even thought of
Yeah, because
what could be
protein
an
has that
alternative.
same
Same grit?
texture.
Yeah.
Same gritty.
And it started. It goes all the way back to whenever I was
That's
pregnant.
what I was going to ask you. How did that
It goes
start?
all the way back to whenever I was pregnant. I was very low in iron, and I craved chalk. I craved dirt,
Really?
and it went away. And then post surgery, I was on all these vitamins, taking everything, and just out of the blue, I was just like, I need some chalk. I want chalk. I want dirt, and the red, oil filled dirt is my favorite.
The minerals in it. There's
Mhm.
something that
Yeah,
your
there's
body is
something-
saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I take my vitamins, I'm good. But there are days where I'm just like, I need.
So
a piece
what
of
you
chalk.
need to
I
find
need a
out
piece of
is what is in the chalk that that fills that need, that nutritional need, and then find that vitamin.
Right. Well, what about something like benzoate clay or whatever that clay is? You can actually use it to brush your teeth, and they do beneficial things from it.
Yeah.
So Tom, you're
'cause
just
that's
addicted.
That's kind of chalky.
You're just addicted to sugar, and food, other food. That's your addiction.
So what color did your baby come out?
Cena?
What?
Mexican? Brown? Oh, because I was eating the chalk.
What the?
Well, I was actually just eating white chalk at the time. That I knew that I had a problem back then.
Tom?
Because we had bought the kids Easter egg chalks
Yeah.
for Easter.
And
I was sneaking them to eat the chalk. And this last
No,
little
is there
box-
anything detrimental? I mean, if you eat.
Well,
I'm
if
sure
you
there
eat
has to
a
be.
lot of it. If you eat a lot of it, there are some consequences. You can get constipated.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what
eat
I
a
was
lot.
going to. That's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
thing
yeah.
that came to mind, that it would block you up.
I mean,
Tom, you sure you don't eat chalk? You've gone to the hospital 4 times for being compacted.
No, it's
Well, that's
bad.
because he doesn't eat
It's
vegetables.
got consequences. Don't get me wrong.
I just want to come back to this. Tom thinks you could use some kind of food coloring to color your baby.
Yes. Well, he also said he has no addiction.
And thankfully,
Lying
whenever
is an
and I was hiding it for about a month because Patrick was getting like so mad at me. He was like, "You're disgusting. That's gross. You don't do that." Blah 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 blah. So I was like, "Okay, I'll quit." And then I was at Walmart and I took my girls through the little arts and crafts aisle and I was like, "Is that chalk?"
See, that's why you got to change your lifestyle.
See, you ever come out of the bedroom and you got white powder all over the place?
Well, no, check this out. Like,
Patrick could use that to his advantage.
I admitted it. I was like, I've been eating chalk. Like, I'm sorry, it is what it is. He's like, hand it over. So I give it to him or whatever. Well, he hides it under the bed. He doesn't go throw it away immediately. He hides it under the bed. And then I got home from work one day and I was like, oh, he put the chalk underneath the bed. Let me go grab a piece. So then I told him, I was like, hey, you didn't hide it well. Like, I grabbed a piece. And so he gets it and, like, throws it. Well, I'm over there scooping up all the little crumbs of chalk.
Man,
Tell me that's not an addiction.
Well, it is. It's like a heroin addict.
Is
mental, really.
anybody else, and this is what I'm wondering, is anybody else?
Let me know if you're addicted to chalk or dirt or something like that. I told y'all a while back.
Well, with the dirt thing, that's not as uncommon as you think.
No.
Dirt.
There is a addiction to eating chalk, and it goes into great detail. Look at here. Why am I craving chalk?
And?
Strong urges to eat items that aren't food, clay, dirt, chalk,
I've yet to
starch.
try clay. I don't think that I want clay.
No.
Once again, it's a texture thing.
But that's the benzoate clay is a powder.
So side effects from eating chalk, you could eye irritation, skin irritation, irritations in your respiratory tract, mucous membrane issues, chronic liver and lung damage.
Thank you, Mama Bear.
Oh gosh.
So the bigger question is, why are people eating chalk? And it goes into great details.
I know, but that white one is my favorite color.
There are people that consider
Mama Bear
chalk.
corrected it and said bentonite clay. Try that.
Bentonite clay.
Bentonite. She spelled it. Look at it.
Craving
it's supposed to
chalk.
be good for you.
It's a condition called pica.
Does it say anything about missing nutrients?
Because I've always just
Why are people eating? It's pica. Eat raw
Monica,
starch,
this would be an
dirt.
alternative to the
He
chalk.
said there's about 6,000 individuals with pica symptoms. Oh, low red blood cells and zinc, lower levels of zinc and low red blood cells. So you need iron.
Yes.
You need iron pills. And I have the same thing. My what is that called? Not anemic. It's called.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Anemic.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anemic. So I'm anemic, and that causes me some issues. But I take iron every day, and
But I understand what she's saying too, because what she's saying was
Pica.
the texture.
yeah,
Yeah.
So if you replaced something that's not bad for you, that has that texture.
I was going to say something, Patrick. I was going to say something.
He told me to tell you, thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, you could
gonna
use
say
it to your
something,
advantage.
Patrick, but pica. So it is a condition, and it is a condition that can be treated with taking more zinc.
Wow.
And taking more iron.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I do have an addiction to asphalt.
Asphalt.
Freshly laid asphalt. You
Running your car into
when they finally finished them at the Maljamore Highway, I got out to the side, parked on the shoulder, make sure no cars were coming, and smelled the freshly.
Did
laid.
you eat it?
No, but I liked smelling it.
He likes smelling things.
That was a good smell.
I'm just going to say this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but after the looks of your car, I think you like the smell of a dumpster also.
It smells good.
The closed and, oh. the food that's been rotting in here for days.
Well, I can put up with that.
So
anyways, that is my addiction. It is my crazy addiction. I haven't had a piece in like maybe 4 days. 4 days, I think. God. 4 or 5 days. But don't think it's been easy. Like, I've thought about it.
Well, it is look, we can all fall victims to, I was addicted to pain pills.
Mm-hmm.
Not proud of it. Proud that I was able to beat it and, go on to live a good life. But, we all have addiction. Tom, yours is definitely food.
Not really addicted to food. You got to eat, so you're not.
And to the non-truth.
Yeah. And to lying. You're also addicted to lying. Which my buddy, I ran into a guy we know in Lubbock yesterday. Came up to the van and he didn't recognize me. He goes, "Dude, you used to be fat." I was like, "Well, thank you, Sam." And he said, "Tom's always been a mess." I said, "You're saying he's always lied?" Yes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. All right, we'll get you updated with the weather today. False Confession Day, National Great American Smokeout Day. And that is the question, how do you quit smoking? Gingerbread Day, Rural Health Day, National Stuffing Day, Pumpkin Pie Day, Pancreatic Cancer Day, World Hello Day, and World Television Day. That's one thing, pancreatic cancer. I had pancreatitis. And I go into the hospital and they go, "Well, how much do you drink a day?" I'm like, "What, water? No, alcohol. No, I'm not a big time drinker." And so they still don't know why I had pancreatitis, but that ain't fun. That pain is not good. And pancreatic cancer is probably the worst cancer, one of the worst that you can actually get. So awareness out there. Donald Trump's presidential motorcade now including a Cybertruck.
Aww.
Yeah, this car is, it's like his daughter. What's her name, Tom?
Ivanka.
Yeah, it looks very good.
Well, him and Elon are best friends. I hear now.
And Trump made his way to watch the rocket ship go off the other day with Elon.
Yeah.
And
he tweeted about it over on Truth Social, which. Yeah. I just did an account on there just because people said, "Why aren't you on there? Why aren't you on there?" I'm like, okay. So.
Yeah, it's just for me, it's hard getting traction. And I have the same problem with Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X, whatever you want to call it.
So you can go follow you or I or anyone else.
I am on there, but it's just tough. With exactly 2 months left to his term, President Biden had no public events scheduled to celebrate his birthday. Of course, he is now the oldest sitting president ever. And Donald Trump will beat him on that also, right? Donald Trump will be the oldest president that ever. Joe spent the day smelling a bunch of kids.
I thought Reagan was.
No. They both beat him.
So 83. Yeah. So how old is Donald Trump?
79, isn't it?
79.
So it's going to tie?
Maybe tie, maybe by a month or two. I don't know. I didn't figure that out. But Donald Trump maybe will beat him as the oldest sitting president. Sheetz, the gas station convenience store, that's SHEETZ, slashing their gas prices 40 cents ahead of the big Thanksgiving period. And by the way, they say the discount is out of pocket. That's to get people in their stores. Mm-hmm. That is what we call a loss leader, that people are going to come in, they're going to take a loss on the gas. And then because most of the time gas stations only make 2 to 5 cents profit on gas.
Yeah, all the rest is all state tax and all that stuff.
Meanwhile, Circle K is knocking off 40 cents a gallon from today only, 4 to 7. So do we have Circle K's around here? I know they have them in
Lubbock.
In Lubbock. I believe there's one in Artesia.
Circle K?
There's one in Ruidoso. I know that.
Where?
There's no Circle K. Yeah, there is. Ruidoso Downs. Mm-hmm. One in Ruidoso Downs.
B, we have an accident to report right quick.
Please.
Accident on Highway 18, according to this text, in between Jow and Kermit, right around the state line. Traffic is at a standstill going south. Again, traffic on Highway 18 between Jow and Kermit, right around the state line. Traffic is at a standstill going south. This report being brought to you by
Luke Ragsdale Law Firm, reminding you be safe on the road and get home to your family. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by All American Cleaners. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. 17 pounds, $16.99. Roswell, Artesia, Carlsbad, Lovington, and in Hobbs. AllAmericanCleaners.net for more information. 67 and sunny today, 36 tonight, and 68 and sunny coming up on Friday, warming up to 72 Saturday, 75 on Sunday, and then dipping down again on Monday, about 65. Lovington studio right now is about 42. It's a little warmer than it was yesterday. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Janko Janitorial, 324 West Main in Artesia, specializing in cleaning, full-service commercial janitorial company. They can go out and clean your office building, your office, or they can go out industrial cleaning and all field cleaning. They also have cleaning supplies. If you need cleaning supplies, you already have the folks to do the cleaning. You need cleaning supplies. They can deliver them to you. Call Amber this morning, 575-703-1869, or go to jancojanitorial.com. Nice day today. Should be up to about 67. Tom on the text, 624.
Morning, everyone. Says this one text. I want to wish my uncle today a happy retirement. 45 years in the oil patch. He's from Cajun country. Congratulations, Hugh. I'm going to spell his last name, B. Maybe you can pronounce it. Jasule.
Jasule.
How do you pronounce that name?
I'm not real good. I got to see it to read it.
Yeah, Jasule.
Yasul?
Yasul? Yeah. Is that a Cajun name? Last name? Louisiana name?
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't ring a bell, but Elaba.
Okay.
I'm trilingual. I try to speak
Circle
some.
K left. I miss it every day. There's a bunch in Albuquerque, though, says a texter.
There is a bunch of them. I've seen them. And no Circle K in Artesia. This one text says they got closed down, and the Bulldog got nicknamed a couple of months after that. Maybe it was earlier, but it's been more than a couple of years ago since this Artesia's Circle K shut down.
If you watch on the video, sometimes I will look at Tom like, what is it you're trying to spit out over there, boy?
So this goes back to pre-reading. This is the same person yesterday that talked about a tree grow and then talked about a knee.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that name, and when you actually look at it and read it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I wonder if people put the text correctly just to mess Tom up.
No, I'm betting that this guy doesn't have an uncle and he's not retiring because the name he did is a famous Bart Simpson name that he called into Moe's Tavern with.
Oh.
Tom.
I just want to say thank you to all of you who have sent in recommendations on what I should do instead of eating chalk. I am screenshotting them, and I am going to most definitely try all of them. But I do want to give a shout out, or just read what Anthony wrote in. He said, I was addicted to meth for 14 years. I've been 4 years clean.
Awesome, man.
That is awesome, Anthony.
That great job. And you know what? I know it is a struggle every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
And apparently during Trump's Boys' Day Out, says Rick Norris, several representatives and his party missed out on voting for the judges and allowed some Democrat judges to be appointed instead of 4 stars to our team. If that is true, says Rick Norris.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Last thing I seen, they were trying to block the late picks for judicial picks.
When are they going to start work on the bridge on 285? All the equipment is there, but no workers. It's all for the show, I guess. Figures, state workers.
I'm sure the state is I never bash the state workers, especially the highway department, because those guys are out there, in the sun,
in harm's way too,
in the snow and the freezing and everything. Yeah.
But there is so much bureaucracy coming from the state highway department that it's just terrible.
I was in Hobbs the other day, and I do want to say that from here into Hobbs.
This seems to be, it's going to be a big ass-kissing moment.
No,
Here
on
we
the
go.
Lovington Highway right now, they're laying down asphalt, so be careful.
They've been doing it for a
3
couple
years.
months.
Well, that's the first time I seen it when I went to Hobbs on Tuesday.
Dude, they did
Yeah, that's been
whole sections already.
That's been 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months.
Well, now they're
at
working
least.
I mean, and probably you
Actually,
haven't seen
I think
it
it's longer than that.
because you're driving all over the road, and maybe that's where you picked up the latest car accident. You hit a cone, but that's been going on.
I think longer than that because
It's been at least a month.
no, it's at least 2 or 3 months.
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
they started that,
and it's
before the
just
summer.
going,
Yeah.
from Loving to the Hobbs. The other way is
They
wide
did.
open.
They did
Right, yeah.
all 4 lanes so far, going all the way to the Lovington city limits, and now they're working on going out
I
to
didn't see it before.
10 Mile Hill.
How is it that you couldn't see it before?
I didn't see it before.
One lane shut down.
Well, it's just that I haven't done softball in 3 weeks, so I'm not used to going to Hobbs.
You were in Hobbs last week.
Yeah, that's
You said-
Tuesday. Yeah. So.
Because that's how much attention he pays to the road when he's on the road.
No, I.
I'm addicted to hot Cheetos. I gotta have them every day, says a texter.
You know what's bad about
Buy
those
stock.
hot Cheetos
The red
and
dye?
the
dye.
hot Cheetos and what's the other ones?
Takis.
I mean,
Cheetos.
they will eat the lining of your stomach.
Ugh,
It's
gross.
it's not the same as Chile.
Right.
Every time I see my grandkids eating those, I'm like, stop eating those.
Because the base for that is actually a paint thinner.
Yes.
Oh,
It's not.
gosh.
Yes.
It's not good for you.
Ooh.
Stop eating them.
This person says, talk about being addicted. Addiction is rough, but do you know what hit tomorrow in the face? Addicted. I don't understand that text, but okay. And-
I got it. I got it. It's one of those,
It's one
Monica.
of those dirty ones? Okay.
It went right
over me. I apologize.
It went
You
right
can
over your
explain.
head.
One more text me. Smoking Arizona says, to the guy that is 4 years clean from meth, awesome job. Even 1 day is a great job.
Yeah.
Says Smokey this morning.
Daniel Penny, New York PD interrogator video released the subway chokehold. You know, when he went in, they never told him the guy was dead. They never told him that the victim, and I really don't want to say victim because he was there doing wrong. And how many subway killings do they have a year in New York? So, but they did disclose, detectives didn't disclose to Jordan Neely the death of, or didn't disclose Jordan Neely's death to Daniel Penny when they questioned him.
Oh.
So maybe this case is going to be thrown out. And New York, you've got much bigger problems. You've got much bigger problems than worrying about a guy that goes to the rescue because this dude is over there harassing women.
It's too bad Keanu Reeves wasn't on that subway car because he would have done it too.
Yeah, he probably would have done it. House Ethics Panel does not agree to release the report against Matt Gaetz.
Look, he is no longer a congressman.
Yeah.
That should immediately go away.
Yeah. Well,
but the Democrats.
How many? We talked about it yesterday about this slush fund. How many people have been paid off by a government official?
A lot.
A lot. You know how much money they put in that slush fund every year to pay off sex?
It's like $80 million.
It's a ridiculous amount of money that's put in there every year. So you want to release stuff about Matt Gaetz? Release the whole file.
Yes.
Release the whole damn file. Right. Tom, what did you call?
People would be in an uproar if they actually knew what some of their representatives have done.
Yesterday, Jose Ibarra was convicted. How long did it take them to come down with that decision?
Less than 15 minutes.
It was like 4 minutes. However long it took him to get back to his chambers, write it down, and come back out. That's how long.
The judge is like, wait a second, I didn't even have time to go to the bathroom. But all 10 counts. Here we go.
Mr. Ibarra, if you will please stand. Count 1, malice murder. I sentence you to life without the possibility of parole. Count 2,
I mean, there were 10 of them. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but here's the travesty. Here's the travesty. He's guilty. Put him to death. Put him to death. Why didn't he get the... I mean, when you go through this whole trial, and I was following it, when you go through the whole trial, how heinous this was, why wouldn't they give him death? Give him death. Why are we going to feed him and clothe him?
Because he's an illegal foreigner.
So, Tom, no, Tom, would you call people like him?
An illegal American.
Illegal American.
Hey, put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I will burn it. I will burn it. I will buy every one you have and burn it because there's no such thing as an illegal.
I want Tom to define that. Give me the definition of an illegal American.
What's Tom A's definition?
Yeah, well
give me the
Tom
definition.
A is twisted and a big-time liberal is what he is.
What is the definition, Tom?
My definition. Who cares?
What is it?
It's mine.
What is your definition?
It's an illegal American.
What is the
what makes him American?
And I said that yesterday.
But I'm trying to. What is your definition?
What makes him an American? What makes him an American?
He lives in America.
That doesn't make you an American. Somebody ought to take your citizenship away.
Illegal American.
Somebody should take your citizenship away. By the way, yesterday, 3 of your illegal Americans charged with raping kids.
Illegal foreigner.
Raping kids. ICE arrested 3 illegal migrants in Massachusetts, 2 charged with raping a kid, 1 convicted of the same thing in Brazil, and we let him in the country.
Oh, gosh.
Well, and if you saw him, he had zero remorse.
There's lots of talk about how blue state governors are doing what they can to protect.
Well, yeah, they're trying to
foreigners.
They want to protect that guy over the woman that he killed.
Right.
And by the way,
but I feel like
that governor from Oregon, that's where this was.
I feel like if red state governors will kind of amp it up and be like, listen, we're going to use these cases as examples.
You know what? I don't care what the governor says. We're going to go in there and pick these people up, and if you don't like it, boo-hoo. I understand state rights, but these people came in the country illegally, and they're not good people. I'm not talking about Joe that, works as a janitor, or I'm not talking about, people that actually work and are good people, raising a family. I'm not talking about them.
No.
I'm talking about people that are rapists and murderers. And this is what happens when you have a president and vice president just lets anybody. So we got a guy from Brazil that had raped a kid, and we let him come into this country because we need more rapists, right? The whole thing just infuriates me.
According to Tom, he just wants a better life.
Yes. Bomb cyclone hit Oregon, North California, and Washington.
And Tom, don't let the name fool you. It's really just a low-pressure system.
Yeah. It 90-mile-an-hour winds, frigid weather. I'm talking about...
Lots of rain.
Yeah, lots of rain. In some places, it got down to it was below freezing with 90-mile-an-hour winds. I want you to think about that.
Wonder what that wind chill was.
Yeah. Bomb cyclone. Albuquerque police released information following a shooting suspect that was handcuffed. And Harold Medina, the police chief, like him, hate him, whatever, he came out and said, I apologize. We were wrong. You cannot put somebody in handcuffs in a police car without searching them first. That led to the death of Matthew Garcia. Now, look, his family is outraged, and, they want money.
Right.
They want money.
Right.
By the way, when asked about his past criminal history, the family doesn't want to talk about that.
Well, of course not.
But it
like
was
George Floyd. They don't want to talk about that either.
It was a little excessive when they tried to wrestle the gun away, and they shot him multiple times. Yeah. La Cueva. High school student accused of bringing a gun to school will remain in custody. The 14-year-old student will remain in custody. That's all and well. But how many guys that rape kids, murder, throw their babies in a dumpster, and do all this stuff that get out of prison, get out of jail? How many?
A lot.
How many?
In this state,
in our state.
in New Mexico, yes, a
I can
bunch.
think of 2 within the last 2 years.
Yep.
3.
Yep. New Mexico man charged with his 5th DUI, aggravated assault on a police officer. Also, Jimmy Yazzie got his 5th DUI driving on I-40. At some point, you have to just go, dude, I got a problem. I mean, and if you got a problem and you need help, go get help. But you're going to end up killing somebody.
Yeah.
And how many have we had, like the people with 12 DUIs that are still driving? Look, I understand the interlock, but there are ways to beat that interlock.
Well, you know, the first step comes take away their driver's license.
Yeah.
And I know that people go, well, they're still going to drive anyway. Well, yes, but then that gives you more teeth to stop it.
What is it? What is it in
Permanently.
Texas? 3 DUIs, you go to prison?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And your license is suspended for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good old Texas.
Yeah, pretty tough. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Main and Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock. Handguns, rifles, shotguns. Trade in your old gun to get a better gun. Need your bow tuned up? They got you covered there. Go talk to them about guns, ammo. And if you need personal protection, they have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Always closed Saturday, open on Sunday. Zia Guns, 1907 North Main in Roswell.
All right, this text is saying, immigration is not a state issue. It is a federal issue. So anything they will try will be tossed out by the Supreme Court, says this one text.
Lots of people are saying Tom needs to be shipped out of here. Tom should watch that trial.
He should.
This texter said illegal American statement turns my stomach.
It does. It pisses me off.
Mhm.
It pisses me off because there are plenty of people that went through the process and got the process done the right way, spent their money, spent their time, and you want to throw all them in the trash.
True.
Pisses me off.
Original John.
I ain't happy about it either.
Oh, shut up.
Original John in Carlsbad said the prosecutor is a Soros DA, and she didn't want to pursue death penalties in her county, let alone prosecute felonies.
And Chrissy Light, our health
federal.
correspondent, says, I work in prisons. That guy, he ain't going to survive. Says
No,
Chrissy
he's
is
going to get clicked up. He'll
Well,
get some protection.
yeah. Well, you got to remember, he is a member of that Venezuelan gang.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm sure there's already those folks in there.
And did you see the latest story that the Venezuelan gang, what is it called? The Tren Agua.
Trinidad Agua.
They're already in 16 states.
Yeah, I heard that they're on the
they
move.
know of.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they're in 16, they're in more than that.
Yeah.
No, and she said, yeah, I really.
I'd like to read this one. Congratulations to Michael Dominguez making national cross-country championship from Hobbs.
Way to go.
He's running tomorrow in Columbia, Missouri at Mizzou.
Wow. Congratulations. Hopefully the weather holds out there.
He's from USW.
That's awesome. Tom?
Another texter says, good morning. I am addicted to Red Bull, says this one text.
I have been there before. I went over a month and then I got back on because I'm just lately I've been tired. I got to go get blood work done, see where my testosterone is. Tom, I like it to be like 1,000 at least.
Yeah.
I want to.
If our judges were more strict and handed out death sentences like candy, crime would drastically drop. Our system
Maybe,
is so soft.
maybe. I don't know if it's a deterrent, but they're not going to commit another crime.
That's right. Won't be there no more. And Stripes, this texter says, got bought out by Circle K. So any of the Stripes will be changed over to Circle K.
I thought they were bought out by Alon.
They got bought out by 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Stripes tried to buy 7-Eleven, but at the end of September, 7-Eleven said no to Circle K.
And 7-Eleven, Stripes was an Alon, right? Which is
I don't
that's all
think the
set.
gas station owns them. I think that
But 7-Eleven is everywhere. There's not a country that I've gone to that
And
they don't have a
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Like I said, they bought Stripes. Circle K tried to buy 7-Eleven. They made an offer, an aggressive offer, and at the end of September, 7-Eleven said no to Circle K.
Have you eaten any of those Stripes, the burritos? They're much smaller now.
Oh, are they really?
That's the Laredo Tacos that's in there.
Yeah.
And that's a different chain. That's one of the reasons that
Oh, really?
7-Eleven bought the Stripes was to get control of that chain.
Well,
Really?
I thought that was all part of the same deal. But
All I
they're
know
smaller
is-
now.
I remember the Stripes in Hobbs, one specifically across from McCoy's. They would sell gizzards and hamburgers.
Really? They all do.
and- oh my God.
Anywhere they have a Laredo taco inside, they do that.
They used to do that? Yeah.
No, they still do.
They do?
Yeah. The grill.
I don't know that they. What?
Stop at the big one down by Covenant.
I'm missing out. All right. The gizzards.
One more, Tom.
Stop and ask.
All right, Kathy from the Patch is chiming in. She said, I'm addicted to lemons and limes, she says.
That's not a bad thing. I'm trying to cut off my tea, so I lots of Celtic salt and lemon in my water because I can't stand just plain water. I don't want to drink it.
This person, I want to read theirs. I was addicted to drugs and alcohol at 8 years old till I was 28.
Wow.
I'm proud to say I'm 3.5 years sober. And to anyone who is struggling to get sober, it's hard, but you can do it.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. But it also breaks my heart that young someone was introduced to drugs.
Crazy. All right, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. The burglaries carried out, they say, by a cartel. That's what the FBI,
Really?
a sophisticated group of individuals in a cartel, according to the release. They stole more than $500,000 in jewelry and other stuff from the two homes. What they say it was just people coming here for a better life, and that's what the FBI came out and said. New Mexico Secretary of Health steps down. Patrick Allen is gone. This governor can't.
He
keep
wasn't there
people.
very long.
Yeah, she can't keep good people.
Now that's the Secretary of Health.
That
wasn't the other guy.
What's his name? Scrazy or
yeah, but he wasn't health. He was something else because health.
But he became the interim Secretary of Health.
Yes.
But the point is,
she's had like 4 of those.
This governor can't keep people.
No.
She's a bad boss.
Scracy?
Yeah. Man sentenced to 11 years in prison for a fatal shooting in Albuquerque. The man involved in a deadly shooting outside a smoke shop in Albuquerque 2 years ago, now sentenced to 11 years. The man shot Raymond Saucedo. He was at the In-N-Out smoke shop. And Anthony McCready sentenced to 11 years in prison. By the way, the guy they shot, they ended up dying, and he gets 11 years. Lori Chavez de Reamer is headed to Mar-a-Lago. Looks like she is going to be the labor secretary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about her.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And Venezuelan gang, well, I just talked about that.
So the Democrats should be happy with that choice for her
they
because on The View, remember, because they said that they don't want people they've heard of. So
I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
And
So we're
Susan
good.
Smith yesterday denied parole. 30 years. She's been in prison for 30 years for drowning her sons. And nope, sorry, you're not. We're going to talk about Al Sharpton. He's very upset. I'll get to that and the thought for the day coming up next. Let's do the tweet of the day this morning. Being brought to you by our buddies at Platinum Auto Service in Carlsbad, professional mechanics that you can trust, all ASE certified technicians using nothing but the highest quality auto parts. And they could fix it. If it's broken, they can fix it. They can figure out what is going on with your automobile. They are very good at diagnostics. Now, they also do the simple stuff, the maintenance stuff, oil changes, new tires and accessories. They can lift your truck. If you're looking for somebody that can lift your truck, they can do that also. Window tinting, suspension, you name it, they've got you covered. Professional mechanics you can trust at Platinum Auto Services, 230, make that 606 South Canal in Carlsbad, 575-689-6900. Get in touch with them today. tweet of the day. Have you noticed lately?
Question, where is your authority specifically coming from? As you know,
Wait a
thousands of
second,
people,
I wasn't
including
waiting
parents-
for you. I hit the button. Have you noticed that the Democrats are actually talking about parental rights? Carl Higbee from Newsmax dove right into this after the superintendent of schools in Oklahoma. The Bibles in the classroom are triggering people.
Where is your authority specifically coming from? As you know, thousands of people, including parents who signed a petition to impeach you with more than 14,000 signatures at last check, say this is government overreach and you're taking control away from local parents, local school boards and parents over their kids.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Did I just hear CNN say that they're worried about parental rights? Guys, where were they for the last 5 years? While people like me were like beating our fists on school board of ed meeting podiums for our parental rights on things like masking our kids, drag queen story hour, school choice, gay pride being plastered all over the classroom, tampons in boys' bathroom, boys and girls' bathroom. Oh, right. CNN was backing up the DOJ while they put us on terror watch list. You guys championed this and wanted parents to have no say. Oh, you want drag queen story hour, gender transitions, whatever weird stuff they were doing without parental consent? Oh, we'll tell you later. I was fine. I said it at the time. How would they feel if we just started baptizing kids in school and then we'll tell them after? It would have been the same thing. And in Oklahoma, we didn't even have to baptize anybody. We just put the Bible in the classroom and they freaked out.
Spot on. Carl Higbee, love that guy.
Right on.
Spot on. So these kids are going to school and they might see a Bible. Oh, that's enough. Bucks County, Pennsylvania. People are waking up in Bucks County. That has been a Democratic stronghold. Remember, that's where
they were counting all those ballots that were all irregular.
They also were trying to stop people from voting. Here's what happened yesterday at the county commissioners meeting.
Pressler.
Good morning. Bucks County has been in the news a lot this year. Earlier, we flipped Bucks County from blue to red, and for the first time in modern history, there are more registered Republicans than Democrats here in this county. Number two, voters were disenfranchised in this county. And in fact, I want to thank Chairman Michael Whatley of the RNC and co-chair Laura Trump for suing to make sure that we had 3 additional days of early in-person voting, because voters waiting in line to do in-person, on-demand, mail-in voting were told that they couldn't vote until 5 o'clock, that the line was cut off. So thank you to the Republican Party for suing Bucks County and fighting for election integrity.
Now, that guy right there speaking's Ben the Hobbs. His name is, I think it's Scott Pressler. Pressler has long hair. He looks a little different. He is actually gay and proud to be gay, but a proud Republican. And so he spoke.
And before you go on, I just want to, that's a perfect segue to say that people love who they love and they believe in the same things, right? Like, because someone's gay or straight or whatever doesn't matter. They understand the right and wrong for our country.
And so he has been fighting all the way back to 2016. Really, 2020 is when he came to light, and fighting really hard to get the Republicans back in office. And so he's a fighter, Tom. He looks a little different. You know, he has long hair. He looks a little different. You don't remember him?
Kinda.
Yeah, he was.
I don't remember him, but he sounds a lot like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, he was in The Neighborhood. Is that what you're saying?
The Neighborhood.
They eating apples and oranges. Is that what you're saying? Matt Gaetz, this is your future AG. Here's listen to Matt Gaetz.
Not just the illegal immigration, it's the legal immigration. We now have a system where, we tell these young people, go get your STEM degree, go learn how to code, and then they do that, they accrue massive amounts of college debt, and then we bring in somebody from India who's able to do the job for $50,000 or $60,000 a year on some work visa. Big tech scoops all those up, and it deprives a lot of Americans of jobs. So we have to think about immigration not just in terms of a broken border. I think that's almost like a very boomer approach to the broader immigration challenge we have that informs on both legal and illegal
I think he's spot on, because there are so many people that are hired as independent contractors from India, and I'm not picking on India, but from India is very smart, and they are hired to be IT people, and they work remotely at a fraction of the costs. Yesterday, Representative Tom McCormick exposes HHS. Where are the kids, I wonder?
Among them have been an estimated 530,000 unaccompanied alien minors. That's about the entire population of the state of Wyoming. Instead of protecting these children until they could be returned safely home or until their rightful families could be located, HHS deliberately circumvented protocols designed to protect these children and abandoned them to poorly vetted sponsors in the United States. The House Judiciary Committee estimates that roughly 150,000 of these children have now disappeared.
Where are they, Tom?
Probably not
what
in
happened
good
to
shape.
them?
Probably not in good shape. Sex trafficked, murdered.
What happened?
You'll never see them again.
So we got bad people doing bad things to kids.
Yep.
And the Democrats like Jayapal
Yeah.
are saying
no, it never happened.
That didn't happen.
You know, the bigger problem is I just, my granddaughter is now getting older. She's in middle school. I took her shopping Saturday. I didn't want to leave her, shopping by herself.
Yeah.
And, she's in middle school. What kind of parent puts their kids in the hands of the cartels and says, yeah, go ahead. You go with them and go across the border. I'll see you in a year or two. Who would do that? Is it desperation?
Could be.
So why aren't these countries doing more to help their people? That's the bigger part of this problem.
Right.
That's the bigger part. Why isn't Guatemala? Why isn't El Salvador doing more to make their country great?
Because we're doing it. That's why.
So we're stupid, is
Yes.
what you're saying.
Perfect.
Yesterday, you were making excuses for people.
I'm not making excuses for people.
But now we're stupid.
I'm not making excuses for people. I'm saying there's different illegals that you got to deport, and there's other ones that you got to leave here.
I just have a hard time figuring out which ones.
No, criminals. you
Because
gotta
it
deport.
changes by the minute.
But if we fix the border and fix the system where we would know bad actors at the border, right?
Shoot them.
And then anybody that comes across the border illegally is sentenced to jail, then we wouldn't have this problem, right? And then we have a robust guest worker program and a path for somebody after they're a guest worker program becoming a resident, and after that eligible for a citizenship. Sure. But I think there's got to be a buy-in where they pay higher taxes than we do.
Wait a minute. You mean like a lot of other countries?
Yes, exactly. And that's where, look, I'm not inventing stuff. I'm just, maybe there's a different way. But what we're doing is not working. And part of the reason it's not working is because you're your friend, Blake, Representative Lager Fernandez.
When they tried to shut down those VA clinics in Raton, in Las Vegas, and Española, and Gallup, I said, no, we must keep them open, and indeed they are
Why are
open
you
today.
smiling?
But listen, almost 50% of New Mexicans rely on Medicaid. It is essential that we keep funding this program, so I am committing to you that I will keep up the fight because sadly, the incoming Trump administration has said they want to gut Medicaid.
Ooh.
Tell me your stories of why we need.
My story is I'm 60, almost 66 years old. I raised 5 kids on my own, and my kids were never on Medicaid. Just saying, you know why? Because I got up and went to work every day. And it is a bad thing that 51% of New Mexicans are on Medicaid.
Well, and Miss Cultural Appropriation right there, who tries to act Hispanic but isn't.
Right.
She would like that percentage to be higher. They would like it to be 70, 80, 90%.
Well, I mean, why not 100? Can we shoot for 100%?
They would like us to be a completely government owned.
I think we need.
Because they're
I think we
dependent on
need
the
to be at
government.
100%. I mean, and I think everybody should be dependent on the government.
What do you think about that, Tom?
No.
I think everybody.
But New Mexico is a welfare state, unfortunately.
I think, and you keep voting.
And that's why you have to stop people from coming across the border.
Because if we incentivize.
But Blake, they're not the only ones that are taking advantage of it.
No, you're right. But some people, if you're citizens, Tom, but we can't incentivize immigration that we're going to give you all this. Just saying. It's never worked in any other country.
And anybody who comes across the border illegally without going through the process
should get no benefit.
Should not be part of any government
and that's
benefit.
where the anchor babies come in.
Right.
Well,
that's where the anchor babies come in. I'm just
yes,
saying.
you can.
Can't touch that.
Yes, you can.
We're running late, and I'll get to that later.
Because then you're going to have to. Then you're going to keep blacks out. You're going to keep Chinese out. You're going to.
Anybody a Democrat?
Anybody that's born in this country?
No, not born in this country. Born in this country, you get the government benefit.
Wow. Now you played the black card?
Wow.
Really?
Africans.
If there was any doubt that he's really a closet liberal.
He is a closet. No doubt. Everything you stand for is liberal. I can't believe, and I'm not believing you voted for Trump. I'm just
voted
saying.
for Trump, but if he goes ahead and tries to do that, I'm done with him.
His plan from day one. His plan from day one was mass deportations. It's not like he just came out after he won the election and said it.
There's a difference.
Where were you? No. Mass deportation means mass deportations.
You can't deport 20 other million people that have been here for 40 years.
Mass deportations.
You don't have 20 million that have been here for 40 years.
Mass deportations. Morning show this morning being brought to you by a proud American, Dwayne Fennick, A Custom Construction and Roofing and insurance specialist, licensed, bonded, insured, local veteran who's been owning and operating A Custom Construction and Roofing for 30 plus years. And for over 30 years, every year he's been operational, he has had the A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. 575-318-9725. Get in touch with Dwayne today. Call him. He'd love to chat with you about your construction or roofing needs. Just a reminder from Dwayne, when you hire somebody and the deal is just too good to be true. Unlicensed, out-of-town contractors, when they're gone, that warranty is gone. We'll go to the text up next. Morning, how you doing?
Morning, this is Gas Man from Eunice. How you doing this morning?
What's going on, Mr. Gas Man?
Hey, I just, all I hear on the news is deportation. I couldn't agree with it more, right? But Biden's going to pardon them. I mean, just like Reagan did back in the 80s before he left office.
Yeah.
He pardoned, 8 or 9 million?
8 or 9 million. And that was the tipping, because at that point, we should have said, we're going to pardon all these people. We're going to give them a path to citizenship, but we got to fix the border. You can't have both.
Oh, I totally agree. I couldn't agree with you more. But see, even the TV, all you hear is, they're going to start a mass deportation, but it's not going to happen because Biden's going to pardon them. I'm telling you.
Well, I hope not. There's a lot of things that could happen in the next 2 months for sure. Hey, I appreciate that's crazy. Nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen because, and he's going to ruin Trump's plans of getting them all out of here. Now, they might be able to get the convicts out of here. But, he's going to pardon them. I know what's his name, the President Obama, is he saying, pardon those guys, pardon them.
Yeah. I don't know if he has time.
You know, if he just gets the criminals out, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. Hey, I appreciate you, buddy. Al Sharpton is very upset. I'll get to that coming up next. Thought for the day, Monica, being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. They've got close to 40 years of experience delivering oil and gas in the patch. WakefieldOil.com, diesel, DEF value, batteries. They are your distributor for interstate batteries. So if you need batteries, not a problem. If you're on location right now and you need fuel or batteries, get in touch with them today. Go to WakefieldOil.com, proud sponsor of the Thought for the Day.
All of my childhood punishments have become my adult goals, like eating vegetables, staying home, taking a nap, and going to bed early.
Amen. Amen.
And this texter says, this is Tom Hader too, by the way. Coming from Tom, a guy who has coming from a convict, a guy who's done time, he will not last one day in prison, says the texter. If he does, if he does, his fellow peers, that is a very well unwritten rule in prison that he will be rolled out. You cannot have someone who is a rapist affiliated with you in jail, and if you try to protect him, you will get rolled out with him as well.
Amen.
Says Tom Hader too this morning.
All right. I'm addicted to the Breakfast Club. I love listening to you all from Louisiana and Alabama. Go Crimson Tigers.
I appreciate
Crimson Tigers. Okay.
The Crimson Tigers. Yeah, look, my boys, both my boys are, I'm done with the team. I'm a LSU Tiger, and they're heading into the #1 recruiting class, the best recruiting class they ever had. And you think about Odell Beckham and all those guys, the best recruiting class ever.
Wow.
So, Brian Kelly, you suck. We'll see if you screw this up. One more, Tom.
And another texter says, Jody from Lovington. He's saying, Tom, don't listen to them. Stand your ground, man.
Yeah, please stand. I don't know what ground he's standing on.
Well, no, keep going. That's a lot longer than that.
Well, and then he goes on to say, and this is kind of sarcastic.
No, just say it.
Never vote for Trump again. Never vote for Trump again. Continue to be a proud Democrat, Tom A. Look, you can't vote for Trump ever again.
Look! You split his sentence in half to make it mean something that not what he said. He said, "Tom, don't listen to them. Stand your ground and never vote for Trump again."
Right? You can't vote for him again.
He could. He could come back, run for Senate, move to New Mexico, run for governor.
Right.
So
that'd be awesome.
President, though.
How awesome would that be?
Wouldn't that be nice? Al Sharpton very upset with Donald Trump's cabinet pick, saying there aren't enough black members. I am so tired of identity politics. And maybe the reason why there are not as many black cabinet members is because there aren't that many black Republicans that are, have been in office that you would pick to be part of your cabinet. There's one that comes to mind. Well, there's two. Byron Donalds and
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson's part of his cabinet, but Tim Scott.
Yep.
That's the two. Well, there is a couple from Texas, and I can't think of that guy's name. But the point of this is,
look, so far, if you look at everyone who Trump is nominating, he's got the most diverse of any of them.
I see lots of Hispanics.
Women.
Women. Yes.
Now, what do you think Dr. Ben's going to be? His
who
is good for Dr. Is it Ben?
Ben Carson?
Yes. He's HUD.
Yeah, he's in charge of.
Did he put him already on HUD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Half American.
Speaking about black people wanting other black people, before you move on from that, do you have the Jamal Bowman thing?
Yeah, he wants to be what? A superhero?
Yeah, he said that he has to be the lead as the next black Jedi character in Star Wars.
Well, you're unemployed come January. You got voted out, so you can be whatever you want to be. Half of American men in Britain say they would vote for Donald Trump, according to a brand new survey. They like Donald Trump. And a suspected sex offender from Colorado arrested in New Mexico. Where else would this guy go? He'd come to New Mexico. So the suspected sex offender from Colorado in jail in New Mexico after the U.S. Marshals arrested Zachary Baca, who is charged with sex assault and child prostitution and indecent exposure and all kind of other sexual acts with children. Warning issued by, if you have a Gmail account. Tom, you have a Gmail account?
Yes.
they are going to delete it if you haven't logged into that account. So if you just use your Gmail account for, what is that?
All the other things.
Yeah,
Google Drive and all that stuff.
All that, or Google, Chrome, whatever it is. But they are going to delete your account, make it inactive.
Yeah,
if you haven't signed on. So a word of advice, sign into your account. And one more story, Midland man charged with serious injury to a child. The arrest warrant issued against Micaiah James Kendrick, 19 years old. Injury to a child causing serious bodily injury. He was arrested yesterday. Authorities at the Midland Memorial Hospital got a call Sunday to go to that hospital about could be a child abuse case. By the way, the kid is 2 months old.
Oh, my gosh.
So police identified the suspect and they issued an arrest warrant for child injury to child causing serious bodily harm and other charges. Went to Covenant Children's Hospital in Lubbock. Possible life-threatening injuries. And I'll say it again. If you don't want a kid, please do not have a kid. If you're not going to be a great father, please do not have kids.
Right.
Do not lay down if you can't afford to have a kid. Just throwing it out there. All right, quick check of the weather this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all your laundry, dry cleaning, pressing, starching. They can wash, dry, and fold your clothes. And you can do it yourself if you want. They have coin-operated machines at all 3 of their locations. You can find them 604 West Church in Carlsbad, 604 West Lee in Carlsbad, and 406 West Cedar in Loving. North Star Laundry, one stop for all your laundry. Anything else on the text before we break?
Yeah, B, we have an accident to report. I just texted Matt Hutchinson with the Eddie County Sheriff's Department. There is a traffic accident, 285 in Derrick, south of Carlsbad, the northbound side of that situation. 285 in Derrick, south of Carlsbad. So I'll just texted Matt Hutchinson, see what else he has on that wreck. This report being brought to you by
our buddy Luke Ragsdale, Ragsdale Law Firm.
Is there any chance the voters of New Mexico can repeal the fuel tax?
Yes, but the way that you have to do it is you have to replace your Democrat representatives.
Yeah, we don't have the oomph to do that. Yeah, this is why people need to get out and vote.
Yeah, it's why you need a fairly even House and Senate.
Elections have consequences.
They do.
Yeah. We didn't do the price of oil this morning, being brought to you by Spinnaker Cementing Solutions, division of CUD Energy Services. If you're out in the patch and you need cementing solutions, they've got you covered. They have 25 cementing crews in New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma, and they specialize in lightweight, high compressive strength glass beads that they're ready to serve you. SpinnakerOil.com or stop by and see them in Hobbs on Magnum Industrial Road.
West Texas Intermediate, $70.25, $74.25 for Brent crude, and the price of natural gas. Look at this, $3.40.
I paid yesterday in $2.32 in Hobbs yesterday as I went to drop off boxes to ship to the Philippines. $2.32
in Lubbock, you mean?
Yeah, I mean in Lubbock. Yeah,
I like it when natural gas goes up. That means my royalties go up.
$2.32. Monica, one more text, and then we'll take a break.
Kathy from the Patch says, I have a friend that got a vasectomy at 20 years old because he had already had one son and he knew he was a crappy dad. So he made sure he never made another one, and I really respected him for that.
Yep. Good for him.
Do you think people on welfare, this will be a question of the day coming up later, people on welfare should be forced into getting vasectomies after the second baby?
Yes.
I think there's a threshold there.
Or not
vasectomies,
but,
sterilized?
Yeah, sterilized.
I feel like with those benefits should also come some very, very hard stipulations or requirements.
They should have some responsibility.
My body, my choice.
These women who are, just
baby factories.
Baby factories, correct.
And don't take care of their babies. Grandma's taking care of them.
You want to continue to receive these SNAP benefits, these Medicaid for these 3 kids or 4 kids that you have.
10 kids.
We've got to cut it off.
Part of the problem the problem is so much deeper because there are guys that make babies and they should be
and they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like that's their goal.
It's a macho thing.
Yeah.
You know, I got
What,
10
to
babies
keep
that
the
I
girl?
don't take care of.
Like,
I got 10
Yes.
babies that don't take care
Yeah,
of.
that
Yes,
is
we
so
did.
unattractive.
A while back, we did a story about that in a particular high school.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a vast number of guys whose goal when they date a girl is to get her pregnant.
Yeah, it's a macho thing.
Ridiculous.
All right, but
got an update on that accident. Apparently, there's 2 accidents there in that vicinity. According to Matt Hutchinson, 285 south of Brantley Road, there's an accident there without injuries. Now, the 285 in Derrick, now they do have injuries at that wreck. This report being brought to you by
Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com. Which got to take a break, get you updated with news. News this morning being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror. Don't forget, use the code online W105 and get the big discount. Some of the people that use the Atlas Makeup Mirror, lots of normal people like me and you, but some superstars too, like Reba McEntire, Martina McBride, Mandel sisters, all the Mandel sisters, and Linda Davis, who has won 3 Grammys. How many Grammys has Reba won?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. And they all love the Atlas Makeup Mirror. And so does a bunch of makeup artists and hair stylists, professionals.
You know who else would love an Atlas makeup mirror? Any woman in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, we're 3 weeks away from Christmas, roughly, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, about a month.
yeah.
In 5 days.
And so now is the time to get that in there.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter where she lives, if it's your mom, your sister, your wife, whoever.
And guys, you'll be able to use it too.
Amen.
Because it is a grooming tool. If you got a beard, a goatee, you want to make sure and look good. Not a problem. 575-631-3189. If you're old school and do not use the internet or email, not a problem. You go to there, you call Rebecca Long. She'll chat with you. She'll get it ordered. Take your credit card information and all that type of stuff. Or you can just go to the website and go to atlasmakermirror.com. Use of course, the code word W105 to get the discount. All right, 7:15. Is it something emergency?
No.
Oh, okay. Why you're over there? When I want you to be ready to go, you're not.
Because you're looking at me like, am I ready?
I said I was taking a break.
Okay.
7:15. We're beyond the Breakfast Club, KWMW, Maljamar, 105.1 FM.
Thank you for calling. Permian Toyota in Hobbs presents the Cash Blowout Contest on W105. This is the Cash Blowout Contest on W105.
Call now. Call now.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A Carlsbad man was arrested after making threats to kill someone, police said, and was found in possession of improvised explosive devices and guns Monday afternoon, leading to a temporary lockdown in the downtown area. The man's name is not being released amid the investigation. CPD officers observed the explosive devices in the bed of the man's truck and seized multiple guns from the vehicle. Police also executed a search warrant on the man's home on the 1000 block of North Pate Street and found another explosive device and more guns. Police recovered 6 guns from the man, along with pipe bombs and multiple 20-gallon propane tanks. The suspect is facing firearms charges and possession of weapons of mass destruction, all felony. Hobbs police arrested 33-year-old Devarian Gibson on Tuesday in connection with a shooting at Hobbs that happened early Sunday morning. Around 3:30 a.m., officers found 22-year-old Isaiah Chavez Wright on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds near Marlin Boulevard and Leach Street. While officers were treating Chavez Wright, they were informed of another gunshot victim at Hardin Street and Thorpe Street, where they saw a car crashed into an electrical pole. Inside the car, officers found 29-year-old Devin Sanders with multiple gunshot wounds. Both Chavez Wright and Sanders were taken to a local hospital and were then flown to a Texas hospital. Gibson is charged with aggravated battery, a third-degree felony, and shooting at or from a motor vehicle, a second-degree felony. And what could be better than a holiday film set in New Mexico? How about a film that is produced, written, and directed by New Mexicans? It's called Santa's Cousin, and it's a heartwarming story following Santa's reluctant cousin who saves a Christmas jubilee for the picturesque town of Ruidoso and finds love along the way. Well-known New Mexico film company with Lovington roots, Inspirato Films, will release the Christmas romantic comedy at a premiere in Las Cruces on December 4th, but the film will be showing in Hobbs December 5th through the 8th. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Medications taking away key nutrients from your body? Struggling with weight loss? Pharmacy 575 offers all your prescription needs and more. From their My Daily Medication program with pre-dosed packages to weight loss plan with in-body scanner or their medication and wellness consultations, let Pharmacy 575 help. With walk-in vaccines and local delivery, they do it all. Go see Pharmacy 575 at 305 East Sanger Suite 600 or call 575-263-2908. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Pharmacy 575. Your health, their priority.
You deserve to enjoy your health. You deserve to enjoy your passions. We're here to make that easy. If you're over 65, Medicare is yours. And New Mexico Aging Services is your expert, unbiased guide to finding the best plan for you at no charge. So instead of navigating Medicare on your own, spend your time doing what you love. We'll help you get the care you need to keep doing it. Medicare, make it yours today. 2024 open enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. Get started today at aging.nm.gov/Medicare. This announcement was paid for in part by Grant 2201 NMMDR from the Administration for Community Living, sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
Holy cannoli! No matter when, no matter where, no matter what, Nomad provides the highest quality, full line of organic products and the friendliest, most educated staff in southeast New Mexico. With locations in Tatum and Hobbs, Nomad can guide the first-time nervous customer as well as cater to connoisseurs and medical patients. You can stop by their one-of-a-kind retail locations at 223 West Broadway in Tatum or at 3501 North Grimes in Hobbs. Reach for the top shelf today at Nomad.
Must be 21. Do not use if pregnant. Do not operate heavy machinery. Not FDA approved.
There is no excuse for not calling 811 before you start your digging project. The call and service are free, and the process is simple. Mark the area where you plan to dig with white paint or white flags. Available at most home shopping centers or hardware stores. Then call 811 2 business days before you start digging. Utility companies will arrive and mark any utilities in or near your digging area. For more information, visit nm811.org. A friendly reminder sponsored by your community partner, Zia Natural Gas Company.
Get ready for the Boys and Girls Club's 6th Annual Fall Fishing Derby, November 23rd and 24th. First up, let's talk about those tagged trout. We've stocked the waters with trout, and guess what? One of those tagged fish is worth a whopping $1,000. The biggest catfish won't be left out. Whether you're a seasoned angler or a first-timer, bring your A game. The biggest bass also scores you another great prize. For a $20 donation, you can support our local Boys and Girls Club. Plus, we've got something for everyone. All ages welcome, and kids under 12 fish for free. Sign-ups kick off at 1 p.m. on the 22nd at the picturesque Lower Tansel Dam. It's a 2-day event of fishing, fun, and friendly competition. And trust us, there are many more tagged fishes and prizes waiting to be hooked. Our heartfelt thanks to our core sponsors, Silver Bullet Transportation. This ad is brought to you by the Carlsbad Lodgers Tax, supporting local events and tourism.
Well, it's a Bloody Mary morning. Pausing for a moment to let Tom A. catch up. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Be in the Breakfast Club. Call or text 877-396-W105 to talk to B in the Breakfast Club.
It's enough for today. I'm gonna go bye-bye right now. I need a big boy nap.
It's the horror film that has Americans eating themselves to death. Thanksgiving. Journey to a world where Christmas music is already being played and it's driving everyone mad.
Come on, buddy, step on it.
A world of flight delays.
Flight 1219 to Phoenix is canceled.
Oh, no. A world of opinionated uncles.
We need to bomb Canada.
No one is safe on Thanksgiving. And worst of all, it's next week.
877-396-W105. We are B and the Breakfast Club. If you're busy trying to shop, get ready for Thanksgiving, looking for some Thanksgiving sales, they've got you covered. Right now at Fenn's Country Market, get the Thanksgiving sales. Honeysuckle white turkey, 88 cents a pound, limit one. Harmel, 81. Spiral spiced ham, sliced ham, I should say, $1.99 a pound. Boston butt pork roast, 99 cents a pound, two-piece package. Sweet taters, 3 pounds for $1. Del Monte bananas, 2 pounds for $1. Crispy celery, 2 for $1. And you can get many other specials like Corona, Modelo, 12-pack, 12-ounce bottles for $14.99 and more. And don't forget, coming up on Saturday, Fajita Day at Ben's in Artesia. Get in there today. They always have awesome tortillas.
Kevin, really quick, like we had somebody text in about the Outlast makeup mirror. They just want the address to Rebecca Long's office in Hobbs. I don't know by
It's
memory.
on Vega, right?
Yeah. It's not right in front. Hold up a second. Hold up.
Wait a minute. Good morning to Nana and all you babies, by the way, who are headed to school.
I'm coming.
They followed.
I know it's on West Vega. Hold up.
It's like right across from McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like in that vicinity, Nana.
Right across the mall.
Wait. It's right across the what?
From the mall?
No.
A little bit down.
In the vicinity.
It's kind of in between McDonald's and the mall.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Give me a second. I'm going to find
Those
it for
residential
you. It's right
streets.
there. I think it's 326 West Vega.
It's like
Sounds
right
about-
like right when you turn on Vega,
Yes.
it's that corner
Yes.
building.
Looks like a home. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like a normal business building, but
Parking lot, little
Yeah.
little parking lot right there.
Yeah, 226 West Vega.
There
See,
you go.
the dyslexia.
there you go. 226 West Vega.
Dyslexia kicked in, but
Yep.
yeah, I was in the neighborhood, right, Tom?
In the neighborhood.
I was right there. New survey finds that fewer than 1/3 of Americans view President-elect Donald Trump's pick for Attorney General Matt Gaetz as favorable. So less than 1/3 look at him as favorable. And, that's actually good, though. We want people that shake things up.
Oh, absolutely.
We want the hammer. We want a sledgehammer.
Look, we don't want people in those roles that just want to go along to get along.
No.
There
And-
is a place for that, but not in those roles.
I agree.
And so 29% of people view him as favorable.
Okay.
29%, less than 30% say that it's not favorable, and the rest of the people go, Matt Gaetz. Who the hell is Matt Gaetz?
Well, the ones that are unfavorable are the ones that love the deep state, government running all your life.
I mean, we could say the same thing with organic vegetables. 29% of people hate them. 29%, it's pretty much the same thing. According
Are
to
you calling him an organic vegetable?
No. Looks like according to scientists, a vegetarian diet, a vegan diet, would save you nearly $900 a year on grocery bills. A popular Mediterranean diet that has a lot of health benefits would save you a little bit more. I don't know. Vegetables are expensive.
Not as expensive as steak.
Oh, maybe.
I mean, seriously, I can go buy a head of broccoli for $1.69. Show me a good cut of meat that I can buy.
I'm just going to be honest. If I went on a only vegetable,
well, the Mediterranean diet has fish and other lean meats.
It would cost me a lot more because I would jump off a cliff. I'm just saying. I'm not. I like, and my goal right now is to eat as much steak as I possibly can because I know 9 months I'm going to eat not much beef.
You want the beef,
so I'm getting the beef every night. I want the beef. Looks like New York, Texas, California, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Florida are all the only U.S. states with a bigger population than the Los Angeles County. 10 million. 10 million. So think about this. Los Angeles County is bigger than New Mexico.
Dang.
Oh, yeah, by a lot.
By a lot. What's our population? 2.5?
2.1.
2.1. Wow. Jay Leno is black and blue.
With his
Fell
eyes.
down a hill, a 60-foot hill.
Oh, no.
On his way out for dinner Saturday night in Pittsburgh.
Is he drunk or what?
And if
doesn't
you
drink.
see him, he's pretty. He's got bruises and an eye patch.
That whole side of his face.
Yep.
Bless.
And former member of One Direction reunited Tuesday in London, of course, for the funeral of their bandmate.
So 2 of them, or there only like 3 in that band.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
They're down now because Liam Payne is
out.
Ouch.
Funeral location for it was not made public because people would have showed up. But did you see the hotel room after they discovered that he was dead? Holy crap!
Yeah, it looked like a rock star gone bad.
Oh.
It was terrible. It was terrible, and they have arrested 3 people, and they are arresting more and more people that are associated with the people that died, like the drug dealers. They are arresting those people, which is good. I think.
I agree.
I think if somebody provides the deadly dose, they should be charged.
Sure.
I have no problem with that. 728 looks like Biden-Harris, DHS, funneling 65,000 foreign workers into blue-collar jobs. So President Biden and, of course, Kamala Harris and Mayorkas funneling 65,000 H-2B foreign visas for blue-collar jobs. Blue-collar jobs that maybe we could get an American to get off his butt and go do.
You think about that, though.
We're importing blue-collar jobs.
That's plumbers, electricians, all those kinds of things that you depend on are now being, I don't want to say saboteur, but the possibility is there.
So where did these people come from?
Venezuela gang.
Guatemala, El Salvador, also Honduras, Haiti, Colombia, Ecuador, and Costa Rica. And so we're bringing people in. These are visas. These are not like people.
Oh, okay. So these aren't the illegals.
No. These are H-2B visas for people to come do those jobs.
So we have people that won't go be plumbers and electricians and stuff.
So we have a shortage of plumbers and electricians and those type of workers. Man,
did you know that plumber is the #1 industry for millionaires to come out of?
Plumbers make more money than doctors.
Yep.
Kids, listen up.
Yeah.
Plumbers make more money than doctors. And look.
And you got to deal with some stuff.
I mean, it is a crappy.
But it pays very well.
Once you pay your dues.
Plumbers, electricians, welders. The problem with welders, and I love you welders, but it's short-lived. You can't do it forever. Had a buddy of mine that was a welder, and about 45, his sight started going bad. So plumbers.
Or they have neck issues or other things.
Yeah. Looks like new report shows mixed results when it comes to the state's poverty, when it comes to children in New Mexico. Study from the advocacy group New Mexico Voices for Children examined 2 different metrics from the U.S. Census and found that New Mexico is the worst in the nation under the official poverty measure, which based solely on household earnings. And supplemental poverty measure incorporates other sources, income from subsidies, housing subsidies, SNAP, and that type of stuff. But our poverty level for kids in this state is bad. And couldn't we take some of these people that are living in poverty and train them to become our electricians, our plumbers, and that type of stuff?
I think a lot of them would like that training. Most people, if you enable them to do that, some kind of job that would help them out, they like that rather
that
than...
way we don't have to bring people in to do those jobs.
Right.
Wouldn't that be? Yeah. Some liberals are losing their mind.
You mean you want to take care of Americans?
Well,
that will make those liberals lose their minds, too.
Yes. But liberals are losing their minds because New Mexico SNAP is changing their, that you have to work, what was it, 40 hours a month?
Yeah, a month.
A month. Yeah, 40 hours a month. Now, and there's so many.
10 hours a week.
Are you okay over there again?
Yeah.
What's this?
That's muscle memory.
Is your finger hurting? Is it itching?
See, I broke this a while ago. So sometimes when it's cold and warm, it gets
not
no problem.
Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to go there? Monica, you're not seeing me.
I'm not seeing you.
Do you really want to go there?
Oh, with your...
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to go there? He's over there doing this.
Well, my fingers flicked it too.
Muscle memory.
Oh, my goodness. So they're upset that they're going to have to work 40 hours a month, but...
Oh, poor Tacita.
You know, the fact that I think that liberals are losing their mind
they're-
is because they're losing more and more control
Well,
of
that's
the people.
true. Because they're all about control
Yes.
of someone else.
Yes.
New Mexico Healthcare Authority, HCA, is providing supplemental SNAP benefits for folks. You can now apply if you're in Chaves County, Eddy County, Roosevelt County. I think there were multiple counties that were affected by the flood. And a leftist pundit, did you see that story?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Calling out the governor.
Calling out the governor that heard declining political influence with a Trump. When it comes to a Trump presidency, she has no influence in Washington.
Well,
now.
it said she has an embarrassing rebuke from other people in her parties when she tried to do that thing for the extra gun grab.
Yeah.
For under the guise of safety. And they're like, there's nothing we're going to do. Adjourned.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she is definitely a lame duck. Well, she's been lame for a long time, but it's good to see the liberals writing stories about the governor saying that, not only is and this 60-day session that's coming up in January should be interesting, to say the least. Yesterday, Democrat lawmaker rants about white men.
Oh, I saw
The
I
white
didn't read it,
man.
but I saw it.
During a committee meeting when they were talking about dismantling DEI. Jasmine Crockett, Democrat from Texas, up there by
South Dallas.
Yes, by Dallas.
It's a district that is very much.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. The mayor of Dallas
is also
a African American, but he switched to Republican. He did.
Yeah, he switched his party, but if you look at what he's done, it's not like a Republican.
So Democrat Jasmine Crockett, during the House Oversight Committee hearing, talking about dismantling DEI, said that it would, she just said the white man. And Crockett talking to Clay Higgins. If you don't know Clay Higgins from Louisiana, Clay don't play. And Clay is a retired police officer, and he don't play. She used the word oppression. She used the word oppression, and then went on to say white men. White men while discussing DEI. Tom,
then said we were stolen.
Yeah, we were stolen.
Talking about black people.
Yeah. Do we need DEI in this country? Do we need affirmative action? Affirmative action was rolled out, and then they rolled out something called DEI. Do we need it in this country? Or should we hire the best candidates for the job? Not based on color, because when we start basing anything on color, it's discriminatory against somebody. And by the way, nobody's giving me anything.
Got to go on credentials. How are you on your job?
Character.
Yeah.
And your ability to do the job. John Fetterman offering his restroom for the transvestite to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, Sarah McBride, representative from Delaware.
He's going to have, whatever it is going to have their own bathroom
Just
in their
go to
office.
go to the bathroom in your office. It's not really a big deal. And Joe Biden turned 82 yesterday. Had nothing on his schedule. Did absolutely nothing. It was just another day for Joe Biden. I mean, what else is he doing? Nothing.
Nada.
Nothing.
Sit on the beach, Joe.
That's it. All right, we'll check the weather in just a second. Text line 877-396-W105 being brought to you by Rig Outfitters. You can find them in the Broadmoor Mall along with the Home Store. They're in Hobbs. Extensive collection of FR. Right now, if you're cold outside, you need a jacket, a FR jacket. Rasco FR jacket, $119.99. By the way, that's down from $159.99. How much is that as savings, Tom?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, all sizes, big boy sizes. If you need the jacket, this is a heck of a deal. It's a $40 saving that you can save. And they've got coveralls, masks. They got everything, insulated coveralls and more. And don't forget, they also have furniture, appliances, and electronics, zero down financing. Scrub Outfitters is right next door. Scrubs. They've got healing hands, Dickies, Met Couture features. If you're in the medical field and need scrubs, this is the place to go. And they have comfy shoes and compression socks.
I need to go there and get me some.
They have a large selection of compression socks, and you want them in different colors. So they've got you covered there, not just the traditional black and white compression socks.
I honestly need to go and hit up their scrub section for
So,
my daughter.
yeah.
She needs scrubs.
Scrubs.
They are comfy.
Yeah. Yeah. Scrub Outfitters. Check them out in the Broadmoor Mall. Text line.
Tom Hader, too, is chiming in. He says, I know it's still quite a while away, but have the Republicans figured out who's going to run for governor in the next couple of years here in New Mexico?
No.
I'm throwing a couple names. I don't think another woman should run. We've had 16 years of female rule. I think it ought to be a guy. I think it ought to be.
Of course, you don't want a woman.
Well, not that they can't do the job. It's just time for a man to step in there again.
I don't disagree with Tom.
There's that DEI thing.
Maybe a sandwich. I think the best person that is available should run for governor.
Identity politics shouldn't play a part.
Best person. And if they're Hispanic, great. If they're whatever they are.
I would say
Awesome.
I got two names. Harlan Vincent out of Lincoln County. It'll be.
By the way, Harlan, he wants a lunch.
Yes, he does.
And also Larry Marker out of Chavez County.
Do you want these people to get elected? I mean, I love Harlan. I love Rhonda. Harlan's been in politics now for what, 2 years?
This will be a second term.
3 years.
I love both of those guys.
Me too.
But
Larry, you know me and you're buds, but Larry,
he's a fighter, man.
He's a fighter,
but you have to win a statewide race.
You have to go up to the north, and
you have to have someone familiar to the people in the northern part of this state.
So you don't want anybody to get elected. You just want him to run. Is what you're saying?
Because he's a Democrat.
I think it'd be two.
You're
good guys right there.
sabotaging your damn Democrat. Is what you're doing, Monica.
Who else is out there then?
All right. If we had one congressman and one senator, New Mexico would be represented no matter who was in office.
Right.
Says the texter. Hire the best for the job, no matter the color, creed, or nationality.
Amen.
And Mark said, "Good morning, friends. Being an electrician, it's a shocking experience." He's being funny.
It is.
The dude from Lovington says, if a poor person wants to be an electrician, they can get a job as an electrician's helper and work their way up. We
Right
don't
on.
need to spend taxpayer money to train electricians.
Well, I mean, think about this. In school,
yes, C-Tech, like at Hobbs.
Yes.
Oh man,
Wasn't that such a beautiful thing?
where
that
we
they
get
brought
kids interested in
the trades.
The
in?
trades.
Yes.
Not everybody's going to college.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, the majority of kids aren't going to college.
And it is a colossal waste of money when we send kids to school on the lottery scholarship and they only go to school for 1 or 2 semesters. That's money that is lost.
And trade school, if you don't do it in high school, a trade school is still a great way to go.
I wish that they would. I wish they would push that everywhere.
I think it's coming. I
Good.
think it's coming. And I see it more and more in each state.
Yeah, and Mike Rowe came here to help dedicate C-Tech for that because he's a big proponent of it.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
he's done a lot to get the word out.
Even back when I was in high school, we had a place called Young's Memorial Trade. It was called a trade school. And so they're still operational today.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's been going on because they needed welders. They needed, nurses can actually go to school.
Right.
Right.
Well, a nursing school is a great example of a trade school.
Yeah.
And trade schools exist for jobs we need people to do.
Tom, you ever thought about going to a trade school?
Well, when I in my freshman year at Midland College, I wanted to do radio, right? But I also wanted to be a radio engineer.
An engineer. Yeah, I could see where that would work with the, they have to figure out exact.
But I couldn't figure out the
exact numbers.
Schematics and all that stuff was kind of a little bit confusing for me.
Well, the math was pretty difficult too.
So I would have been a radio engineer.
Percentages.
You'd have to run a board.
And by the way, Midland College does not have a course for radio engineers.
Back then,
they did not.
Back then, I'd have said if they would have had one, I would have gone to a radio engineering.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Learn on the job. Probably would. Big Spring had.
Wait. You missed the important part of that. He said if they would have had it, he would have done it.
I'm going to take you in the back, and you're going to have to read a transmitter. And let's see if you can do it.
If they would have had a neurosurgical wing, he would have done that too.
Would have done. I wanted to be a brain doctor too.
If they had a
he would have done that too.
I couldn't spit it out, but thank you, Blake.
Jody from Lovington said the company that I work for brings on people, trains them as electricians, and then
That's
you
great.
get your license in 5 years.
That is
a
awesome.
beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
Nick from the Patch said you want to make 6 figures a year, get hired on as an electrician apprentice, 4 years or $40,000 hours. You can test for your license.
Wow.
So
Wow.
lots of available opportunities for young people joining the Patch.
I want to be a landman.
Tom,
Me too. So do I. So do I.
Tom, you can go be an electrician.
Isn't there a course at the junior college where you can take to be a landman?
I don't know, but I just
There is.
I think you're
I
right.
have
I
a
think there
new
is.
love for the oil field. I just want to say it right now. Like watching Landman, I just was like, take me to a pump jack or something. Like I need to smell it. I need to touch it.
Just go outside. You'll
I know.
My nephew went to school at Tulsa, University of Tulsa.
Right.
And his dad's a petroleum engineer. He wanted to be a landman, and he got his degree. It's a 4-year degree, but he works actually for a landman and does all the paperwork and all that type of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he never leaves his apartment. He works from home.
Yeah. I had a reporter that did that. He
This
made a lot of
person
money.
said, I learned welding, electrical, and woodworking in FFA judging competitions in high school. We'd go around the state and compete against other kids
Yeah, that's awesome.
to test our skills. That is amazing.
Well, when the 3 guys in this room, when we were in school, there was most high schools had a wing that was dedicated to metal shop, wood shop, all that kind of stuff.
My wife always tells me, because when we went to the Philippines, she's like, we need this, we need that. And then I got tired of waiting on people to come do it. It's like, I'll do it. She goes, you don't know how to do that? I was like, ain't nothing I don't know.
Or won't learn how to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got this thing
I
called
love that
YouTube.
attitude. Yes.
If I don't
Actually,
know it,
YouTube is a good source
I'm
of information.
There's everything out
gonna
there.
learn about it.
I did make a pin holder one in the shop one day.
Yeah, you drilled a hole.
Yes.
And there you go. I'm
Stained
done.
the wood and
One
everything.
more text before we hear from John Kennedy.
All right. In this town, in South Texas, says this text, for my niece goes to school, they have a class at the end of the day or in the morning where they go to the craft training school in Corpus Christi to learn welding, scaffold building, pipe fitting
China.
That school that they're talking about in Corpus is bigger than SeaTech.
Really? Yeah.
You know, in China, they're teaching kids how to clean guns in school, Tom. They're way ahead of us.
One more. Frankie says, good morning, Miss Mon. Don't forget the military service is also a way to learn trades.
It is.
Plus, get money for improving on that trade or a college degree.
Yep. Amen. You want
I
a
love
free
that.
education? That's the perfect way to do it. John Kennedy talking about the judicial picks. There's a lady, her name is Sarah Russell, and she was up for a judgeship. Now, you have to remember this is a lifetime position. John Kennedy reading off some of the things that she is for. She wanted to empty our jails. She wanted to empty the prisons, during COVID. Here's what John Kennedy said yesterday.
Then she went on to request the governor to immediately release everybody in jail in Connecticut. It's unclear to me whether she was talking about just during the pandemic or on a permanent basis. Then she goes on to tell the governor of Connecticut to stop putting people in jail.
She sounds like she
And
did.
it's still unclear to me whether she meant just for the duration of the pandemic or on an extended basis.
Yeah, I think she would fit in. You know who John Kennedy sounds a lot like? Our buddy Larry Scott.
Oh, that's right.
He sounds a lot like Larry Scott. Kid Rock was on yesterday with Tucker Carlson and talking about how funny Donald Trump is. He goes, Donald Trump is one of the funniest people. Normal people do not see that side of Donald Trump. He says, my first trip to the White House, Sarah Palin invited me and Ted Nugent to the White House. So listen to this.
Meet
story.
him, and he's just wide open, like, kid, like, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. And then we conversate, take some pictures. Like, anybody want to wash their hands? I'm like, I do. I'm kind of a germ freak. So we go in this little room, and we're literally like sharing a bar of soap. And I'm like, man, this is weird. Weirdly awesome, right? And then he goes, Rock, come here. We walk down to this other room left to the Oval Office. We're standing there's some papers and like Fox News and a picture of George Washington. He goes, you know what this room is? I'm like, no, sir. He's like, this is the Monica Lewinsky room.
So that was Tucker's podcast. Pretty funny.
You know, that Ted Nugent, Kid Rock together with Sarah Palin would be an interesting trip to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said there were a bunch of other people, but he said he went on to say one of his exciting things that was sleeping at the White House. Wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
The
I
Lincoln
think
bedroom, Tom?
Any experience.
Yeah,
there
wait,
would
isn't
be
that the bedroom that the Obamas charged big money
Yeah,
for people to sleep
to
there?
donors, yes.
That'd be an old mattress.
Oh, my Lord.
It's filled with hay, Tom.
749, taking out trash coming up next. Did you guys see the protest that was going on outside the Albuquerque public school meeting?
No, what happened?
So tempers flaring between protesters disputing.
It's over the book ban.
Yeah, book banning. So a group for and against book banning showed up at the meeting. It was held at about 5:40 yesterday afternoon. Total of 44 people signed up to speak about book banning.
Wow.
Some people wanted to ban the LGBTQ books. And
that word is not really accurate.
No,
they don't
banning-
want to ban them. They want to have age-appropriate books.
Take them out of the schools. They're not banned if you can find them.
Right.
If they were banned, you wouldn't be able to find them.
Well, and I guess that banned is almost the right word because it's banned in that school.
No. Yeah.
If you differentiate and say in that school.
But if you want your kid to read that book, you can probably go on Amazon and read it. You'll have it in 2 days.
The guy, there was a pastor that was here, and I can't ever say his name because it's one of those long African names.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, if you support perverted books being in schools, you're either a pervert or an ally of perversion.
No.
You know, and a lot of times in I don't want to say in the school's defense, but for instance, when the Scholastic Book Fair comes in, my little one bought a book. And as a matter of fact, over the weekend, she was reading it as we were driving home from the Artesia game. And she said, she just kind of like, I saw her looking at me and she was concerned. And she said, I think this book is gay. And I said, what are you talking about, baby? And she goes, it's talking about, I don't remember the exact name, but Mr. Gerber has a husband. And I said, let me see that book. So I grabbed that book and I was like, oh. And I turned and I looked, and I know why she was attracted to the book because it was about cats. Well, I flipped through the book. And it was subtle. Like, I mean, of course, you know, it's not going to tell you that it's got, you know, gay and lesbianism in the book. But she knew enough to know, like, hey, this isn't right. I need to tell. And I said, we're going to burn this book, okay? And she goes, you mean like set it on fire? And I said, yeah, we'll have fun with it. And I said, she goes, it was only $3.50. Yeah, go ahead. And I was like, okay, like, but it was
spend my whole.
Yeah.
I remember I used to save up my allowance for when the Scholastic
book
books, so I could get
Those
them.
books have been around forever. Inmate dies at the Metropolitan Detention Center. The law enforcement investigating the inmate's death, identified as Deanna Harry, 30 years old, died about 3 a.m. in the morning. Jail staff and the hospital medical team at University Medical Center responded, but she ended up dying at the jail. How many of those we've had this year at the Metropolitan?
Several.
I think the third or the fourth.
Yeah.
And usually it involves people that ingested drugs into their system. Tom Holman and Christy Nome, what are the border agents saying about those two? You think they're excited to have?
Got to be.
Yeah. So they polled a bunch of people and the Border Patrol agents, and like 99.5% came back and said they're super stoked about having those two to be their boss, which is
That's good.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Florida man arrested for plotting to blow up the New York Stock Exchange. So the Florida man wanted to blow it up. He was arrested and charged. You know, I told you this earlier off the air. He also tried to supposedly join the Boogaloo Boys and Proud Boys, which I'm like, oh, that's a little different.
Well, and again, it makes you wonder why he would try to do that. I mean, this is where you get some people that don't believe what a group believes. They want to get in that group so they can blame that group.
Right, right. So this guy was busted, and he was also charged in 2017 being suspected of making bombs. But we didn't go, wait, maybe this guy doesn't like this country. Huh. So he was arrested. He was arrested, and, thank God he didn't blow up the stock exchange. I mean, it's been blowing up on its own.
Right.
For sure. All right, morning.
Ever since Trump got elected.
Yep. We'll get to the things that happened on this date in history. Also, we got to get to taking out the trash. Morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda in Carlsbad. Super savings going on right now. Don't forget, Friday, they've got the Big Fajita Friday at La Tienda in Carlsbad only. USDA prime ribeye steaks. Buy them by the pound or buy them by the burrito. Don't forget, La Tienda and Carlsbad only. Thanksgiving sale in the meat department. Honeysuckle white turkey, 88 cents a pound, limit one. Hormel cured, 81. Spiral hams, $1.99 a pound. Boston butt pork pork shoulder roast, 99 cents a pound, 2-piece pack. Sweet taters, 3 pounds for $1. Del Monte bananas, 2 pounds for $1. Crispy celery, just 2 for $1. Also get Food Club cream cheese, 8-ounce pack, 2 for $3. And Corona and Modelo, 12-ounce bottles, 12 packs, or you can get the cans, $14.99. Find it at La Tienda in Carlsbad.
Mad Dog is chiming in this morning. He says, boy, don't you know how well everything would work in a house wired up by Tom A? Nah, says Mad Dog this morning.
This person said, I need to ask again, where will y'all be tomorrow in Artesia for the food drive and what times? Please text me.
We're going to be at Finn's, and what time is that?
2 to 5.
2 to 5. We're going to be at Finn's and Artesia 2 to 5 tomorrow, as well as we're going to be at Bob's 2 to 5 in Lovington. And then on Saturday, we're going to be at La Tienda in Carlsbad, and we're going to be at Albertsons and Hobbs.
I think that's
10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Both locations.
I think that's right.
You said 1 a.m.?
10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
10 a.m.?
To 1
Saturday
p.m.
morning.
Saturday morning.
I thought I was working 2 to 5. I don't know.
Well, you are Friday.
I think tomorrow you're working in Artesia 2 to 5.
Yeah.
I'll be in Lovington. I'll be here.
That's where
I didn't see you on the list.
I'll be
for
in
Monica
Lovington.
and
I'm a floater.
You're a floater?
Monica,
Well,
I, and Jason, and probably Russ. will
wait a
be
second.
At Bob's.
You missed it. Tom's a floater. So
Yeah, I
you're
think
like
it's
a
flush.
turd sitting in the water. You're a floater.
Will you be in Hobbs tomorrow? I mean, Saturday?
No.
No.
You're like a turd in the water. You're a floater.
I rarely make public appearances, but I will be there on Friday.
gosh.
I'll have
You
my
in that public appearance.
That's not a public appearance.
I'll have my Sharpie and I'll be
Yes.
ready to go.
Mr. Celebrity,
Saturday.
that is not a public appearance.
Oh my God. Operation Not in Vain records 300 arrests, 1,200 citations, and Las Cruces. Congratulations going out to the Las Cruces Police Department. They made 1,284 traffic citations. 1,284.
Okay.
Trespassing, 209. I'm looking for the 15 DWIs, 25 stolen vehicles.
How many illegal foreigners did they get?
Well, they won't detain them in Las Cruces. They seized 3,200 fentanyl pills and 54 pounds of methamphetamine. So this is over a year period.
Wow.
So congratulations. I have no idea how many illegal foreigners they deported. My guess is none.
That would be
Knowing the sheriff in that county, yeah. All right, Tom.
All right. This text is saying IMO trade schools are more important than normal colleges. What do y'all think?
I agree.
Ask the texter.
I see. Yeah.
I went to trade school and I was an electrician for 19 years and then went to
Thank you.
CDL school and have been driving for 25 years and 10 million miles with no accidents.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
Congratulations.
Everyone that's doing what they want to do, congratulations.
Absolutely.
And thank you, because everybody listening has been touched by something you've
Yes.
done.
And you know, I think that it's important for people like electricians, plumbers, welders,
Truck drivers.
truck drivers to encourage this younger generation. Like, hey, you've been hearing, go to school, go to college, go whatever. But let me tell you about what I did, and tell them your story and how successful you've been in it, so that way they can see that side. Because like I said, whenever I was in school, it was just college.
I'm gonna be honest.
What I've found out and what I've observed is that a lot of people who go to trade schools and get those jobs aren't afraid to work.
No,
Correct.
they're working.
There is a number of kids who go to college who don't think they're going to have to work.
You know,
They
if I
go
was
to get a degree so
Yeah,
they
and
don't
then-
have to work.
If I was a truck driver, I would be a big old boy, because when I drive, I eat. I'm still looking for a skinny truck driver, but when I drive, I'm eating. Part of that.
I'm sure
stay
there's
away.
some out there.
All right, Tom, quickly.
All right, let's be real. Tom went to school to be a buffet specialist.
He got the degree.
Says the texter.
One more, Monica.
You really want to make great money? Let's see. In the upper six figures, become a heavy diesel mechanic. Challenging, and you will never be bored.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. All right, check it out. Trash being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com. Ready to do. Pick up your residential trash. They can handle that. 575-408-1719. That's Kayleen's number. Give her a call this morning. She would love to chat with you. They can do residential pickup, also commercial. They have the 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters, and they have roll-off containers. If you're on location right now and you're listening, they would love to pick up your trash, all your waste. Give Kayleen a call, 575-408-1719, or trash-eaters.com. Maryland man allegedly shot and killed his teenage stepson. Why did he shoot and kill his teenage stepson? Charles County, Maryland man faces murder charges after shooting and killing his stepson for not doing his chores. 48-year-old Eric Williams, charged with second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and other charges related to killing his 15-year-old stepson for not doing his chores. By the way, he shot him. They called 911 and said he wasn't breathing. Maybe because you blew a hole in his heart. by the way, it looks like he is going to do some serious jail time charged with second-degree murder. You cannot shoot a kid for not doing his chores. You just can't.
Well, that's a sure way to make sure they won't get done.
Yeah. I mean, in the future, he's not going to do his chores either. Just saying. Things that happen on this date in history coming up next morning show this morning, being brought to you by WWRV, 3 RV parks and 162 hookups, 30 and 50 amps, and high-speed internet's included in that one low price. Yeah, it's wired internet right to your RV. They've got you covered. Street lights, pet-friendly, great place, great environment for working people. Go to the website and check them out, www.rv3.com, 988-0392. 67 and sunny all day today. It's going to be nice. The wind is not going to be blowing. In fact, they say west winds under 5 miles an hour. 38 tonight and then 68 tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday looking good. Sunday we could get close to 75. Not bad. KWMW Maljamar 105.1 FM. Things that happen on this date in history. Being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range. Get in there and shoot today. Thinking about getting yourself a suppressor. Not a problem. They can handle all the paperwork for you. And they're getting approval fairly quick. And you can still shoot with your suppressor at the range while your application is still being cleared. They offer a lot of one-on-one training, group setting training. If you have never fired a gun, but you want to be some type of personal protection, not a problem. Maybe you want to be a gun owner and you never fired a gun. They offer all the training. They have the indoor firing range and the FBI training simulator ready to go. Monthly memberships are accepted, or you can pay by the hour. Financing for your guns. Yeah, they will do financing
and layaway
for your guns and layaway. So, yeah, check them out today. You won't find a store like this around anywhere else. 236 East Navajo in Hobbs, veteran-owned and operated. Also online at 2atacticalrange.com.
On this day in 1783, the very first free flight hot air balloon took place over France. And on this date in 1877, Thomas Edison announced that he had invented the phonograph. Maybe he did, maybe he stole it from someone else, which he had named the talking machine. In 1931, the horror classic Frankenstein was released. Tom, who starred as Frankenstein?
It was, what's his name?
Yep, Boris Karloff.
The werewolf guy.
On this date in 1942, the Alaska Highway opened in Canada. One of those things, a lot of people they're glad it's there, but they're never going to use it. And in 1952, the U.S. Postal Service issued the first 2-color postage stamp. Until then, they were only one. And on this date in 1967, a single kite altitude record was set at 28,000 feet. Can you imagine how long it took to reel that in? And in 1980, the Who Shot JR episode of Dallas aired. And that was back in the day when shootings were actually rare.
Yeah.
And this one's for Tom and those who remember. It was on this day in 1981 that Luke and Laura got married on
General Hospital.
Ding, 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 Tom. And it was on this date in 1982 the NFL resumed its season following a 57-day player strike. Today is National Rural Health Day, National Gingerbread Cookie Day, National Red Mitten Day, National Stuffing Day, World Television Day, World Hello Day, Great American Smokeout, which happens on the third Thursday in November every year. Birthdays today. Carly Rae Jepsen turns 39 today.
Oh, wow.
You should call her. Maybe.
Maybe.
Michael Strahan. Tom didn't get that joke.
Yeah.
Michael Strahan hits the first 52-year line today. King Griffey Jr. turns 55 today.
Really? Wow.
His dad also had a great baseball career. I wish I could remember his name.
Senior.
Yep.
Troy Aikman, the 3-time Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl champ, turns 58 today.
I like Troy.
Bjork turns 59 today. Yep.
Wow.
In Icelandic, Bjork means a birch tree.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom, can you name any of her songs?
Wimbledon.
Big Time Sensuality, Earth Intruders, Human Behavior.
Weird.
Livingston Taylor turns 74 today.
Never heard of her.
Of course, Livingston is the English name meaning I'm no James.
Yeah. It's a he.
Hardly him either.
Lonnie Jordan turns 76 today. He is from the group War. Tom, name a song.
Why can't we be friends?
Yes,
Why
ding,
can't
ding.
we
Tom gets
be
one.
friends?
Can you name another?
Glow Rider.
Lowrider.
Yeah.
I was
My
waiting for
best
you to say
friend.
that.
Yeah. The World is a Ghetto, The Cisco Kid.
Right.
He was a friend of mine.
Tom scores. Ding,
Those are
ding.
He's on a roll.
Goldie Hawn turned 79 today. Now, she's not married to Kurt Russell.
No, they've been
together
living together for
like
years.
40 years.
Yeah.
His first ever movie role was Tom.
The professor with sneakers.
Nope, he was the bratty little kid who kicked Elvis Presley, and it happened at the World's Fair.
Oh, okay.
Today, it's like I said, Goldie Hawn's birthday, and she's kind of more famous for
And he
being
eventually played
Kate
Elvis
Hudson's
in a
mom
movie,
now.
too.
He what?
Kurt Russell actually played Elvis in a later movie.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you.
Earl the Pearl Monroe turns the big 8-0 today. Tom, who was he?
Played for the New York Knicks back in the 70s.
Famous basketball player. And Warner Brothers cartoon character Tweety Bird turns 82. I don't know how old that makes Granny. And finally, Marlo Thomas is 87. She was that girl. And for you younger folks, she was Rachel's mom on
She
Friends.
was hot back in the day.
And Danny Thomas's daughter.
She was Rachel's mom on Friends.
Yeah.
And if today is your birthday, happy birthday.
All right, 808. We are W105. Some of the stories we'll talk about. Ellen DeGeneres leaving the United States, packed up. FEMA, the head of FEMA, grilled about Trump signs. Martin Heinrich pushing FEMA. Hermit's Cast fire. How long is Peaks fire? How long in the Cap Canyon fire? How long has that been?
2 years?
Well, Martin Heinrich is on the scene. He's ready for people to get paid.
Oh, he finally flew in for that?
Yeah, Albuquerque man sentenced for a carjacking at a student brings a airsoft gun to school. And Texas is going to allow Bible material at elementary schools. We'll get to that and more. It's already 8:09. We're going to take a break. We'll give you a chance to qualify for cash coming up in just a second. And National Anthem and the Pledge being brought to you by Rebecca Long, 575-393-2661. Call her today. If you need insurance, Rebecca Long is ready to give you a quote. Bundle all your policies together. Make it, it's designed just to meet your needs. She's been doing this a long, long time, 40 plus years. Started her business with Farmers Insurance at 19 and would love for you to become her customer. You need somebody, you're tired of talking to the phone, where you're just talking to a non-human being. This is perfect. Call Rebecca, 575-393-2661. By the way, Rebecca is not a bot.
No.
So give her a call today. Proud sponsor of our National Anthem and our pledge.
We are the Perry family from Hobbs. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
El Charo de Oro, Sebastián de la Cruz.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brown stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
12 minutes after 8. Large prayer this morning being brought to you by Jude Oil, reminding you God is in control.
From Psalms 97:12 this morning. Remember what the Holy God has done and give him thanks.
Hi, my name is Jose Luevno. I work for Jude Oil. Would you please join us in saying the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Already 13 after 8, 8:13. Quick check of the weather being brought to you by Twin Wells Fuel Station on 128, driving between Jowl and Carlsbad. Need fuel, exit Buck Jackson Road, go down 2.75 miles. Fill her up. They're open to the public. Large facility, covered area. Not to worry about rain, sleet, or snow when you're filling up. Or 128-degree temperatures. Yeah, during that time of the year. Unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF, they've got it all. And they do accept credit cards, fleet cards, and they accept your credit cards. If you need more information, just stop in and check them out. By the way, they're open 24/7. Pull up, fill up, and hit the road right off of 128 on Buck Jackson Road. 67 and sunny all day today. 36 tonight. We're going to be above freezing. Sunny and 68 tomorrow. And Saturday looking good, about 72. And the good news is most of the wind is gone today. Less than 5 miles an hour. Ellen DeGeneres leaving the country. She is heading out. We'll talk about that in just a second. She's gone. We'll get you updated with all the news and get you qualified for cash. That's coming up next. News this morning being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, Ragsdale Law Firm, 575-208-5300. Settling cases for more than $10 million. Wrongful death case, $9 million in a medical malpractice case. Luke Ragsdale, settling car accidents. If you've been involved in a car accident, you're saying, well, I can do it myself. And you have discovered that the insurance company is not dealing with you. You need somebody that speaks the lingo and understands. Sometimes you need to know how to talk to people. It's a different language. It's the insurance lingo or the lawyer talk. Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300. Need an attorney to represent you in the court of law. RagsdaleLawFirm.com. Taking a break, coming back. It's already 8:15. We're W105.
Call now. Thank you for calling. Permian Toyota in Hobbs presents the Cash Blowout Contest on W105. This is the Cash Blowout Contest on W105.
Call now. Call now. Fox News, I'm Chris DeMeo. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance looks to sway senators on President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees that they may find controversial.
Here's the pitch. He put it on X. He said, Donald J. Trump just won a major electoral victory. His coattails turned a 49-51 Senate to a 53-47 Senate. He deserves a cabinet that is loyal to the agenda he was elected to implement.
Fox's Peter Ducey. The Country Music Association holding its 58th annual awards in Nashville Wednesday night. Lainey Wilson took Female Vocalist of the Year.
Was definitely not expecting this at all. I look up to every single one of the ladies in this category. They have all influenced me and inspired me, and I'm so honored to just even be nominated for this.
Courtesy ABC and the Country Music Association. America's listening to Fox News.
Working for the GEO Group at Lee County Correctional Facility in Hobbs is not going to be anything like you see on reality TV. The true reality of the GEO Group? Start at $20 an hour with no training. The GEO Group will pay you while you're trained to be a corrections officer. You get a 90-day $1,000 sign-on bonus, and then you get another $1,000 bonus upon certification completion. The GEO Group is proud to offer a community setting built for true rehabilitation through structured living and an incredible staff. Join the family today. GEO Group at Lee County Correctional Facility. Apply online at jobs.geogroup.com or call Jade at 575 855-392-4055. Geo Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Honey, what are you doing? It's 4 a.m.
Well, I'm making a big breakfast for you and the kids. We gotta get going this morning. It's a long drive to Midland Airport.
I booked our flights out of our airport here in Hobbs. It's in town, not in Texas.
Well, you want some toast?
Is that strawberry?
Organic boysenberry.
I'm going back to bed.
Love you.
Flying in and out of Hobbs gives you more time and less stress. So when it's time to fly, you gotta fly Hobbs.
Shop the Black Friday sale going on now at the Working Guys store. You'll find a variety of discounts on apparel throughout the store, including brands like Wrangler, Cinch, and Carhartt. You'll also find an additional 30% off clearance marked work boots. That's right, an additional 30% off. Now is the time to save during the Black Friday sale at the Working Guys store. But hurry, sale ends November 30th at the Working Guys store. Why pay more? Open 7 days a week at 109 East Broadway, downtown Hobbs.
The global demand for oil and natural gas is growing, and leaders are looking to American producers to satisfy that demand with the abundant resources available in our country. If you're passionate about keeping energy affordable for your neighbor and reliable for everyone, then it's time you consider a career in oil and natural gas. Coterra Energy is expanding their Permian team and is offering an unmatched employee benefits package. If you're interested in applying, text Coterra to 71441. That's COTERRA to 71441. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
This Black Friday, get into a truck that gets the job done. Ram at Tate Branch Hobbs. Whether it's the strength of a heavy duty or the versatility of a light duty, Ram trucks have you covered. Plus, during our Black Friday event, enjoy unbeatable savings and a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles. Come to Tate Branch Hobbs, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and drive home in a Ram that's built to last. Black Friday deals are here, but they won't last. Ram trucks, built for work, ready for life. Only at Tate Branch Hobbs. Visit us today, right across the street from Texas Roadhouse.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services, from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells, as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Once again, it's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties, as well as grocery stores in Hobbs, Carlsbad, Lovington, and Artesia to fight hunger in our communities. With food prices still high, more people than usual are struggling during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure they don't have to go without. As part of this two-day event, we'll be in Lovington and Artesia Friday, November 22nd, and Hobbs and Carlsbad Saturday, November 23rd. Made possible by our platinum sponsors, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Lovington Fire Department, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store. Our silver sponsors, Hungry Critters and New Mexico Septic Systems. Our bronze sponsors, Benny's Western Store, Forest Tire, Lee County Electric Co-op, and New Mexico Junior College. And our basic sponsors, Wilbanks Trucking, Old Jack's Restaurant, Elite Compliance Services LLC, Lee County Roadside, and the Geo Group. Be as generous as you can with food or monetary donations. And join us at Fens Country Market in Artesia 2 to 5 p.m. on Friday, November 22nd for the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
Please, the sun is coming up.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it?
Come on. Turn it on. Turn it on now.
It's showtime, baby.
Be in the Breakfast Club. Use only as directed.
Don't understand. I need it.
Call or text now 877-396-W105.
You may look calm on the outside, but on the inside, you've killed that coworker like 100 times.
We have no sense of humor, and we're armed.
This is not headline news. The average price of a Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings this year is $58. The price of having that Thanksgiving dinner without your extended family? Priceless. A new study says that more than 800 million people around the world have diabetes. And not surprisingly, many of them will be on your next Southwest flight. A Texas woman set a Guinness record by donating 2,000 liters of breast milk. She's also expected to win big at next year's SAG Awards. And Jaguar unveiled a new logo, but it will remain the vehicle of choice for guys who still have jet black hair in their 80s. This is not headline news.
So Jaguar went woke.
Well, they're an English. Jaguar's an English company. They
Yeah,
always
they
have
were
been.
They
used to have a bumper sticker that they would send to their people that says, "If you find parts on the road, just give them to me later."
Oh, wow.
a dude with a beard wearing a dress. Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Jag.
Yeah.
Rhymes with
JAG. That's the Judge Advocate General.
Fagwire.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Yeah. According to scientists, Tom, vegan diet would be good for you. Diabetes concerns.
Yes.
It would actually be good for you.
I eat vegetables already.
Yeah.
What vegetables do you eat?
Well, I eat
donuts.
This is a short list.
Donuts. That comes from.
What vegetables do you eat, Tom?
Bell peppers.
Bell pepper's good.
Avocados.
Yeah, I'm not a big avocado.
The little broccoli spirits.
Spirits, broccoli spirits.
Broccoli.
Broccoli spirits.
Cook them real good. They're real good, by the way.
I eat some Brussels spirits too.
I'm surprised that he could name 3 vegetables, but I'm happy he's eating 3.
Celery.
Yeah, Brussels spirits.
Carrots.
You need to eat more celery and carrots.
Yep.
Those are they are caloric negative foods.
Idaho couple put their laundry skills to a test. They broke the Guinness World Book of Records by hanging up 10 items of clothing in 50.8 seconds.
Wow.
Just 10 items? It didn't seem like...
Ain't nothing, dude.
In under a minute?
Long
To clothespin them in under a minute?
Yeah.
10, I would say that's pretty
That's pretty good.
Because you got to get them out of the basket.
Yeah.
Clothespin them to the line.
This guy's wife has never been happier than watching her husband finish in less than 1 minute. But David and Jennifer Rush took on the Guinness World Book of Records, and they got the Guinness World Book of Records. And by the way, their name says it all. Rush. By the way,
they're not Indian.
Never fear, somebody from India will break that record coming up soon because they have the most Guinness Book of Records.
Or Pakistan, because they've been doing a lot too.
Yeah.
So. Maybe Apu from The Simpsons and his
Yes.
wife. We can now hang the laundry.
You know the worst thing? I won't hang it. The worst thing about the bomb cyclone is, the winter weather in the Northwest. It left 700,000 people without power.
In Seattle, Portland.
But worse than that, it left them without internet.
Oh,
I mean, it's one thing not to have power. It's another thing not to have internet for millennials.
Yikes.
Well, and that is the Microsoft capital up in that area.
Oh, we got to have the internet. We can't be without the internet. Looks like who was the first to receive Elon Musk's, what's it called? The humanoid bot. Have you seen it? The robot?
From Boston Dynamics?
From Elon Musk.
Uh-uh.
Anyway, Kim Kardashian is the first, and she was sporting it around. That could be your next husband.
That's not what that machine is designed for.
Have you seen it, though? It's pretty cool. You give it commands, and it listens. I'm thinking about it replacing you, Tom, because it actually listens.
We should experiment with AI.
Yeah. Looks like AMC is warning theater goers that Wicked, that it is not okay to sing along with the movie.
Why not?
Song, what was this?
Rocky Horror Picture Show was designed to sing along with.
That's what you go to musicals
And if it's a
for.
musical, why can't the audience sing along?
They are actually AMC putting out warnings that no talking, no texting, no singing, and no wailing, no flirting, and absolutely no name calling. Enjoy the magical movie, damn it.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I did not watch
That makes me want to go and just to sing along.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not that I can
Well, there's
sing
that
to
one
it.
commercial where that girl says, "You can't sing with me." You've seen it?
Is that for Wicked?
Yeah.
Is this because Tom said he was going to go and sing?
I bet you would go watch it.
No.
Oh, please do not.
You won't
tell
watch that one, Tom?
It's got too much of a demonic thing to it.
Yeah, I think the title is is a little, of course, demonic.
Because it says wicked.
It's about the Wicked Witch
Mhm.
from The Wizard of Oz.
Mhm.
You got to poo-poo on everything.
Well, I'm just saying.
Since when do you care about that stuff?
Well, I do, because you're going to take kids to it.
Well, are you taking kids to it?
No, but,
Trust
parents
me, there
are.
will be
No,
lots
he will
of
be
kids
going by
watching that
himself.
movie.
Go watch the Christmas pageant. That's a better movie.
No, go watch Santa's Cousin, which is coming up in Hobbs from
Santa's
December
Cousin?
5th through the 8th.
What's that about?
And next week we'll have
the
writer of that movie.
Wait a second. Santa's Cousin. What is that about?
I will give you 2 guesses, Tom. And go ahead.
My primo is an elf. What is that about?
So Santa's Cousin, what do you think it's about?
Santa?
And his cousin, maybe?
No, it's it's about Santa's cousin, and it takes place, it's set in Ruidoso.
Oh, wow.
So
what about this one?
What?
Buffet Destroyer. What would that be about?
Tommy?
I could be in the movies.
Yeah, remembering your lines might be part of the
I
problem.
should have been in pictures.
Byron Donalds, Representative Donalds, talks about election integrity. Are they still counting votes in Pennsylvania?
I think what you could do, and this is really from the mantle of the White House, the White House could put together a model election policy that they would put out there for the states to be able to take a look at. And with respect to Pennsylvania, they need to, frankly, really go and move to adopt Florida's law, which is also really Georgia's law. We are the best in the country. We know what we're doing. Like, our elections were done by 10 p.m. There's no reason that Pennsylvania, which has a third of the population of Florida, or half the population of Florida, give or take, it takes them, what are we now, day 10, and they're still counting ballots. Day 12, I don't even know how many days it's been. That's outrageous. The American people, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, they deserve to know the results of the elections.
Now, this guy would be a cabinet pick, but you don't want to take him away from his job. Why would you get rid of him? Why would you take him out of being a representative? And then chances are you'll lose that Republican stronghold.
Correct.
So sorry, Al Sharpton. And Nancy Mace says she does not want to go to the bathroom with a dude, saying that, she has fought for this country and it's unacceptable.
Are you going after a marginalized person here?
Sarah McBride doesn't get a say in this. This is a biological man trying to force himself into women's spaces, and I'm not going to tolerate it. You have the radical left that are trying to erase women and erase women's rights. I'm the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. If some guy in a skirt came by and said, no, that's my achievement, I'm going to be there and standing in the way and saying, hell no. I'm not going to allow men to erase women or women's rights. And I'm going to be standing up here. I will file this again next congressional session. Sarah McBride doesn't get a say. This is about women. This is about girls. This is about our rights and being protected in our private spaces. I don't want to see a man in a...
Can you imagine if you had Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace, Tulsi Gabbard? They could whip some serious tail. Marjorie Taylor Greene, have you seen her work out?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Too bad.
Is she a beast?
She She got in on the ground floor. What is that called? Where it's
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Okay.
And she got on the ground floor of CrossFit. And with CrossFit, you never stop.
Right.
So you're lifting and it's continuous motion. She is a badass.
Wow.
I can only imagine. And why would Delaware want to send a transgender to shake things up in Washington, D.C.?
Oh, you had to say shake. Sending the transgender to shake in Washington. Talking about the bathroom.
Thank God it wasn't the dangling Chad.
Yes.
Guys.
All right, text line.
Well, it's Delaware, not Florida.
877-396-W105 morning show this morning being brought to you by Maine Trailer Sales. Maine Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without our buddies at Maine Trailer Sales. Fifth Wheels, toy haulers. They've got your ultralights and more. Maine Trailer Sales Inc.com. That's where you can find them. 575-622-1751. Call my buddy David this morning. generations of people keep coming back. I mean, people just keep coming back because they get great deals, fair deals. They also get service after the sale, which is so important. And for whatever reason, a lot of people think that, well, if I go to the big city, I'm going to get a better deal. Not contrary. These guys have been in business 70 years. You know what? They own everything that's on the lot, including the lot. That's why they are able to give you much better deals. And they have added additional different brands. So, Cougar, Keystone. But as I was looking at the website, very easy to go to the website. I'm on it right now on my phone. Forest River. Have you seen the Forest River models? They are awesome. They are awesome. And many of these, very, very inexpensive. You can check those out. If you're looking for a bumper pull, not an issue. They've got a huge selection. 575-622-1751. Call David this morning or go to MadeTrailerSalesInc.com. Don't go camping without Made Trailer Sales.
And this texter is saying Tom A. Should have really been in pictures. I mean, you know how they don't talk, and you can flip them over and not have to look at them pretty easily. That's the text this morning.
That was 8 by 10.
Yeah. Tom could be in Star Wars as Jabba.
Or he could be the guy, get in my belly.
Too solo. And nobody needs to eat celery. Forget celery, says this one tester.
Yeah, I'm not a big celery fan. Maybe with some peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Yeah, it's not a net zero calorie if you slather it with peanut butter. You're going to gain weight.
Peanut butter is a great source of protein.
Nor if you dip it in ranch.
Right. So if you just eat celery by itself or carrots by themselves, you will burn more calories than you get from that food just by eating it.
And this texter says, Ellen the Degenerate finally leaving. I hope she's setting an example for the rest
What
of
did you just say?
Well, the way they spelled it, they
That's
said
how
Ellen,
they wrote it. The Degenerate.
Ellen the Degenerate.
Oh, degenerate. Degenerate.
Finally leaving. I hope that she sets an example for the rest of them.
I hope.
What have you heard of a monster
Well, and she put her house
heading
up for
toward
sale.
Earth?
Yeah. What's that, Monica?
What have you heard of a monster astronaut heading towards Earth? A
Supposed to be a
monster
joke.
astronaut.
Okay, so I'll go look it up, but there's always asteroids and things that are that. There's nothing.
Asteroid.
Is that what y'all meant? I just read it straight how y'all read it.
There is
Or typed it.
nothing that I've seen that's going to come anywhere close to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to pass by us, but when you're talking to trillions of miles,
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
that
not
close.
worried. So, comedian, former talk show, Ellen DeGeneres is leaving the United States for England. Her response to Donald Trump being your president. Her and her wife, Porte Della Rossi, have decided they're moving to rural England. Rural, out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, they're going to the Cotswolds.
So,
Well, she is
anyway,
a woman
It's
of her
not
word.
quite that.
yeah, let me just say this, Ellen. You can just dance like you don't know how to dance and pack your glad rags and get them the hell out of here. Look, what is Donald Trump going to do to you? You know, I will say this much.
Well, but to her credit, she didn't make a big deal out of saying she was going to leave her stuff. She just doing it.
Correct.
So when I decided to move to the Philippines, which was my plan all along to retire, early on in life, I was going to move to Mexico. I was going to, because, it's cheaper. I speak the language as much as Tom does.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, I saw the writing on the wall with Joe Biden that we were going to have a serious recession. We're going to start paying more. What's going to happen under Donald Trump? Is it going to affect you personally? You're not going to lose any rights. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to be married to a woman, you're going to be married to a woman.
Right.
I wish you nothing but happiness. Now, get on out there to England and stop brushing your teeth, okay?
Now, I looked up the asteroids real quick. The next 5 that are scheduled to come by, and they're scheduled today, tomorrow, through the end of the week. The closest one is today, supposedly. It's going to be about 459,000 miles away. It's the size of an airplane.
Tom, what's the difference between an asteroid and a hemorrhoid?
They both can sting.
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 Now, on the 24th, there's a couple that are going to pass by. One's the size of a house, one's the size of a plane. They're going to be a little over 1 million miles and 3.8 million miles away from Earth.
So I'm not really worried about them. FEMA had grilled by Congress yesterday. And look, if you are skipping people because of their political affiliation, I think that is so wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is just as wrong as skipping like people based on the color of their skin.
That's right. That's right.
No, it's no different. But Martin Heinrich to the rescue. Your senator, Tom, is pressing FEMA on the Hermit's Peak and Canyon Fire that claims be processed. Thank you for being right there. Help me out here. Hermit's Peak. When was that fire?
The Hermit's Peak Canyon Fire. It was at least 2 years ago. It might be 3.
And so Martin Heinrich's going, we got to process these claims. You're about 3 years late.
And $1 short.
Unbelievable. Albuquerque man sentenced for carjacking. What kind of carjacking? What do you think he gets? 8 years.
That's it.
8 years behind bars, pulling a gun on somebody, carjacking them in March of 2024. Pulled the gun on him and told him to get out of the car. Jimmy Martinez took another plea deal. And a student caught with an airsoft gun at a Montwood High School in El Paso. Let me just say, that can go so wrong. Airsoft guns nowadays, they look like real guns.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Police will take that as a real gun. Tom on the text, boob of the day up next.
All right, so this texter says, hey, guys, could you guys please wish a happy birthday
Be careful. I haven't read it yet.
to Roy Haynes
Okay.
from his friends and family? Thank you very much. So this from Mike. Happy birthday to Roy this morning.
Happy birthday, Roy.
Yeah.
Good one. Monica?
If they ever make a Mexican version of Shrek, Tom will be a good candidate for the part.
Tom would be sitting in there drinking Dr. Pepper all day.
It's good to be
You
in
know,
pictures.
Tom would be a good actor in any movie. I'm just going to say it right now.
Well, I am the Mexican George Clooney, by the way.
You are.
You are.
Yeah. You look more like the Mexican George Lopez. Have you seen that dude lately? He looks rough, man.
You know, and I don't know who this person is talking to, but they're asking, were you a part of the Three Stooges, but you were the fourth that no one ever talked about? Who are you talking to?
Who you talking to?
There were 4 Stooges.
There were.
Yeah.
Mo, Larry, Curly, and then the
Shemp.
Shemp.
Yeah.
This could be a bad thing if we do have an asteroid coming, because Bruce Willis is in no kind of shape to go take care of it, said Jody.
Yeah, he's not ready for that. Poor Bruce. Poor Bruce.
And this texture says, well, maybe they're not asteroids, but asteroids, but maybe meteorites.
But previously they had said, did y'all know that millions of asteroids
Well,
enter
and Blake
Earth's
just filled that
atmosphere
in.
on a daily basis?
Texas Department advances the Bible material in elementary schools. Thoughts about that, Tom? Bible's material in schools?
Put them in there.
I agree.
Now, let me just say.
What about the Quran?
Mm-hmm.
You're okay with the Quran? What about the voice
Bible.
of the Satan Bible demonic temple?
I don't think you allow them.
Well,
You
see,
can't
that-
allow one without the other.
That is the problem. That there lies the problem. That if you put one in, you got to put all of them. It's a slippery slope.
Right.
Look, I'm Christian, but if you put one in, according to the Supreme Court rules, they've ruled on this before.
Yep. They have to have equal access.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, just
That's the whole freedom of religion thing.
yeah.
So if you allow one, you have to allow them all.
It doesn't say what religion. So if you put one, you're going to have to put them all. Just saying. School choice, The View, Sonny Holstein and Alyssa Griffin. Clash yesterday. Alyssa Griffin's like, she's been talking like three minutes. she was like, because Holstein is not for school choice. Why wouldn't you want your kids get the best education, and then you have some poor little immigrant, not immigrant, but minority kid that doesn't get the same schooling as your kid.
Well, Sonny Holstein doesn't want the poor people to go to her daughter's elite school.
Oh,
right.
And for those that don't know about school choice, you would have a voucher that you would get from the federal government.
The money follows the child instead of going
Just
to the
like
school
if you went to college and you got a Pell Grant, you could take that Pell Grant to whatever college you want and change colleges. Well, it would be the same for the high school. So if you want to send your kid to a Catholic school or a private school or whatever the case is, you could take them out of the public school and put them in a private school. You can do whatever you want. It's your money. You're getting that money to spend on your kid's education. I think the problem with Sonny Holstein is that these lobbyists, it's just like a lot of these governors, they send their kids to the private school. Joe Biden, perfect example.
Sure.
Well, he sent his kids to private schools. So of
Catholic
course
private schools,
he doesn't want you to have the same choice. Elitists. Crazy. All right, boob of the day. Let's get to that. Being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. It all starts with a deep dive into your blood work to find out what the heck is going on. If you're not feeling well, it could be something going on. It could be hormonal. If you're feeling, lethargic, sometimes you could be depressed. Hormones can, if they're not balanced, it make you feel depressed. You have no get up and go. Your libido is gone. That could be women or men. Take the deep dive into your blood work and find out what's happening. And these guys have professionals in there, doctors that can tell you exactly what the heck is going on. 3900 North Lovington Highway in Hobbs. They do stem cell therapy, ozone therapy, and cryotherapy if you're living in pain. They also offer hormonal optimization, testosterone replacement therapy, and more. Right there, give somebody a gift card today. They have specials going on for the entire month of November. Proud sponsor of the boob of the day. It's Desert Functional Medicine Aesthetics.
So no one likes seeing people driving like maniacs in their neighborhoods. And police say maybe this person is taking things too far. I'll let you be the judge of it. Someone in Boulder, Colorado, put up at least 5 traffic signs. A couple have profanities on them. And they say things like, get off your damn phone, or slow the F down. Others say, don't kill any kids today, and slow down, you a-hole. They aren't scrawled on pieces of cardboard. They look like official street signs, which are actually mounted onto real speed limit signs. The police don't think it's funny. They're looking for the person responsible and say it's possible that they could be charged with criminal tampering. The authorities do say they appreciate the sentiment, but there are other means for safety vigilantes like this to alert them to problem drivers, even though they might not have done anything in the past. The city is in the process of removing all the signs and say they're looking for whoever did this. So in this case, I have to say, who's the boob? The person or persons who put out these signs to make people slow down, or the police for, mad at this person for trying to get other people to slow down? Either way, someone is the boob of the day.
Boob of the day being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. I'm looking for a PlayStation 5, Tom, but I only want to pay no more than $250.
Good luck.
$2.50?
$250. What are you going to get for $2.50?
Find them at garage sales, stuff like that.
You're not going to find one for
not a PS5.
Yeah, no.
For $2.5.
Yeah, no.
It's amazing what you can find at storage sales and garage sales.
There's only one game I like too.
You just got it.
College football.
Oh.
You just got it.
So no, that's for a Switch.
Oh, okay.
Nintendo Switch. So I want a PS5. I got the PS4, but I need the PS5 because they do not make the college football on the PS4.
It's been a while since I played games. I still have a PS3.
I still got Pong.
Oh, wow.
You play games on your phone?
Pong.
Pong? Yeah.
You play Pong on your phone?
No, used to have a pong machine up there.
How long ago, Tom? I mean, I know you live in the past, but that's,
75, 74.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, 1975, Monica.
Wow. That's how long?
75.
They're worth something now if you kept them. I had an Atari, but I'm trying to remember what year it was.
I didn't have an Atari.
I don't think it was, and I had a Coleco
We had
and
a
a
Nintendo.
Oh,
television.
Yeah, Monica
No, that
was
was
like,
later.
my
That
mom
was
and
much
dad
later.
didn't believe in games. They were like, go outside and play in the games.
Yeah.
Well, we still did all that too, but
Yeah. we rode our bikes outside. We played
absolutely.
house.
Did your mom do that?
We played
Did your
house.
mom? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it with everything. The fly swatter, the
Chancla.
ganchos, the chanclas, her hand.
Look, Tom's jumping
My
over
dad's
there when I
belt.
took the chancla off.
My dad's belt.
He's triggered and traumatized.
Like, featured in a museum or something. 'Cause it was
My
like
dad had
worn.
two types of belts. The real skinny belt
Mhm.
or
That one hurt.
the big. No, the skinny belt hurts more than
I
the
know.
We
wider
got
belt.
hit with everything that we weren't supposed to. And my mom's dad, my grandpa, Daddy, they called him Daddy. He would whoop the boys, my uncles, with a horsewhip.
Wow.
Horse
Yeah.
whip. Wow.
Oh, nowadays they'd say that's child
Oh yeah.
abuse.
Oh yeah.
I had dishes broken over my head.
Allah. I
You
think I just
probably
want to be
deserved
hit.
it.
It hurt.
Tom, clean up this mess.
Well, I was washing dishes, and I told
What's
I
the
told my
mess?
mom I don't want to wash dishes, and she says put Clorox in it with dish soap. I said
Yeah.
I don't want to wash it, stinks. And so I said I'm not gonna wash it. Well, she took one of those plates out of the sink and broke it over my head.
Well, you probably deserved it. My mom hit me with a hot spatula.
Ooh.
With grease.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was about 18 years old and I talked back to her. That'll teach you a damn lesson quick. I still got that scar. Looks like Georgia mom charged after her making her son walk 1 mile, less than a mile home. Is that child abuse?
No.
So she's
No.
facing jail time after her 10-year-old son found walking alone. Yeah.
Yeah, they tried to make her sign something and
And
everything.
she's like, no, I'm not signing it.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Yeah. So she's 41 years old, told the Fannin County Sheriff's Office that her son, 10 years old, yeah, I mean, he was unsupervised, but he is 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Patterson was taking another son to a doctor's appointment and left her son. He's 11 years old now and alone at home. And he was walking on the side of the road, and they said the road could have been dangerous. Well, hell.
We all survived.
See, this is the problem. This is the problem. You got a mom that's taking her other kid to the doctor, and her kid's at home. He's 11 years old. At what age do you leave your kids at home?
11, 12.
11,
I think 12. Yeah.
But, is it the case where the kid went out to play? Because, we would leave home in the morning and we wouldn't
come back
till the streetlights came on. And, if mom had to go do something, she went and did something.
Yep. Convicted Maryland groomer teacher only serving 1 year of the 30-year sentence.
Oh, wow.
So, New Mexico, you're not alone when it comes to light on justice. So, the Maryland teacher sentenced to 30 years in prison for grooming her middle school student to have sex with her, only serving 1 year behind bars. Montgomery County Police Department began investigating Melissa Curtis, 32, in October 2023 after an adult man came forward with a report that she was abusing him when she was a teacher back in 2015. And as they started to investigate, he wasn't the only kid that she would give alcohol to loosen him up a little bit and then have sex with the kids.
Oh, my.
She's going to do 1 year in prison. Prisoner captured. Inmate escaped. Has been recaptured. So returned to custody by police after escaping from a western New Mexico jail. Gallup police found the man in an orange jumpsuit in McKinley County. And so they got him. Jonathan Nahil has been rearrested. but he actually, how did he escape is the bigger question. And Joe Rogan talking about, he was on the other day talking with a guy who is a Special Forces veteran. His name is Evan Happer. And they were talking about Tier 1's special operatives going in and fighting the drug cartel in Mexico. See, we did that in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
We did that in Colombia. And he's saying these dudes in the cartel won't know what's hit them.
I think that would be good. We can start right here on American soil and start with the Venezuelan gangs.
Yeah. So Tier 1s come in, wipe them out, take some into custody. Those that don't want to come into custody, wipe them out.
Mm-hmm.
They will never deal drugs ever again. What's your thoughts on that, Tom?
I'm sorry, I was texting Matt Hutchinson on the status of those 2 wrecks. People have been asking about them.
What's your thoughts on that, Monica?
I don't know.
Special forces fighting the drug cartels.
You know,
Inside
I think that
and out.
that's what we should use our money on. Like, we shouldn't be just allowing them to come through and do whatever and mess with our people. Like, it's bad enough we've got people who feed addictions here.
Yeah. Look, the drug cartels, that's like a corporation.
It is.
There's so many layers that you're not going to take them down in 1 year.
Correct.
You're not going to take them down, and there's always somebody to take the place of the underlings.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a job.
Yeah.
It is, but it's a good place to start.
Yep, no
I
doubt.
agree. At least start.
Yep. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd, and Roswell, homegrown and proud of it. Looking for Christmas gifts, different Christmas gifts. Look, they have Brighton there. Looking for brand new belt buckles, boots, and that type of stuff. They have you covered with all of that. And, of course, everything you need for the farm or ranch. Certified Purina dealer, 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. RoswellLivestock.com. Also find them in Capitan, Lincoln County, Mercantile. Quickly to the text.
All right, Matt just texted me back. He says, Tom, they're really, really bad right now. We're trying to open them as soon as we can.
Give the location so people know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's 285 in Brantley and 285 in Derrick Road. They're in Carlsbad. Those are the 2 accidents early this morning people were asking about.
Traffic update being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com.
Ask Tom if he still plays Frogger and pole position. That pole position was at a car game.
Never heard of them.
Every day you drive, you're playing Frogger.
You've never heard of Frogger?
No.
You remember the frog that do-doot, do-doot, do-doot?
You had to cross the lanes of traffic. It was big in the arcade. It was big in all the home videos.
Did you run over them or what? You get.
No, you were the frog.
They would run over you.
Oh, they would?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got whipped with belts with holes in it and weeping willow branches. Allah. I didn't get hit with branches, but I did get hit with.
Try kneeling on
Rice.
uncooked rice.
Oh, Lord. That was one of your punishments?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. My wife has all of the games. PlayStation, Gallagher, Pac-Man, PS5, PS3. Oh, so your wife's a gamer.
Galaga.
Galaga? Oh, yeah. Galaga. And John Boy says, Gay Station sucks. Get an Xbox.
And no, I'd rather PlayStation. I've had them all, but I want $250 because then I got to buy the game. That's another $70.
How much is a PS5? $350?
Oh, brand new?
Yeah,
$500. Yeah.
Hey, B, if the game you are looking for is an older PS game, look for NCAA Emulator, usually on Amazon.
Yeah, but it's only available. No, it's a new game, and it's only available on PS5. So I have a PS4, and to be honest, the reason I'm a little, because I don't have that much time. So I don't have like all day to sit around. I have a routine. I'm not Tom. Tom, you'd have a lot of time to do it. Anything else, Tom?
All right. This on allowing Bibles in schools. This text is saying, Why don't we allow all of them? It's up to the parents to guide the child. You should be educated on all religions. Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean, though, that you practice all of them.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. If you allow one, you're going to have to allow all of them.
Yep.
Sooner or later, they'll take you to court, and Supreme Court has ruled on this before.
Yep.
So, all right, let's take a break. KWMW, Baltimore, 105.1 FM. We're Beyond the Breakfast Club. Checking in with news being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. You can go to the website, randallpettigrew.com. He is your state rep. 61, you're going to need a fighter up there when it comes to going to the session, 60-day session in January. This governor, look, we are letting murderers out of jail in 5 to 10 years in this state. And she wants to take law-abiding citizens' guns away. More gun legislation will be coming down the pike. They want to revamp the red flag law to be a deeper dive and encompass more people.
Yep.
Think about it. Randy Pettigrew is going to be fighting for your constitutional rights. If you need more information about Randy, go to the website, randallpettigrew.com. Need to contact him, randallpettigrew.com. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. 2 minutes away from 9, we're taking a break. We're W105.
Call now.
Thank you for calling. Permian Toyota in Hobbs presents the Cash Blowout Contest on W105. This is the Cash Blowout Contest on W105.
Call now. Call now.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do what you say you can do. Call them today at 575-396-1840. That's 396-1840.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. A Carlsbad man was arrested after making threats to kill someone, police said, and was found in possession of improvised explosive devices and guns Monday afternoon, leading to a temporary lockdown in the downtown area. The man's name is not being released amid the investigation. CPD officers observed the explosive devices in the bed of the man's truck and seized multiple guns from the vehicle. Police also executed a search warrant on the man's home on the 1000 block of North Pate Street and found another explosive device and more guns. Police recovered 6 guns from the man, along with pipe bombs and multiple 20-gallon propane tanks. The suspect is facing firearms charges and possession of weapons of mass destruction, all felony. Hobbs police arrested 33-year-old Devarian Gibson on Tuesday in connection with a shooting at Hobbs that happened early Sunday morning. Around 3:30 a.m., officers found 22-year-old Isaiah Chavez Wright on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds near Marlin Boulevard and Leach Street. While officers were treating Chavez Wright, they were informed of another gunshot victim at Hardin Street and Thorpe Street, where they saw a car crashed into an electrical pole. Inside the car, officers found 29-year-old Devin Sanders with multiple gunshot wounds. Both Chavez Wright and Sanders were taken to a local hospital and were then flown to a Texas hospital. Gibson is charged with aggravated battery, a 3rd-degree felony, and shooting at or from a motor vehicle, a 2nd-degree felony. And what could be better than a holiday film set in New Mexico? How about a film that is produced, written, and directed by New Mexicans? It's called Santa's Cousin, and it's a heartwarming story following Santa's reluctant cousin who saves a Christmas jubilee for the picturesque town of Ruidoso and finds love along the way. Well-known New Mexico film company with Lovington roots, Inspirato Films, will release the Christmas romantic comedy at a premiere in Las Cruces on December 4th, but the film will be showing in Hobbs December 5th through the 8th. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Once again, it's time to make sure no one in the area goes hungry this Thanksgiving with the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight. We're teaming up with United Way offices in Lee and Eddy counties, as well as grocery stores in Hobbs, Carlsbad, Lovington, and Artesia to fight hunger in our communities. With food prices still high, more people than usual are struggling during the already tough Thanksgiving season. But with your help, we can make sure they don't have to go without. As part of this 2-day event, we'll be in Lovington and Artesia Friday, November 22nd, and Hobbs and Carlsbad Saturday, November 23rd. Made possible by our platinum sponsors, Rig Outfitters and Home Store, Lovington Fire Department, Garner's Motorsports, and the Working Guys Store. Our silver sponsors, Hungry Critters and New Mexico Septic Systems. Our bronze sponsors, Benny's Western Store, Forest Tire, Lee County Electric Co-op, and New Mexico Junior College. And our basic sponsors, Wilbanks Trucking, Old Jack's Restaurant, Elite Compliance Services, LLC, Lee County Roadside, and the Geo Group. Be as generous as you can with food or monetary donations and join us at Albertsons Market in Hobbs, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 23rd for the MTD Radio Holiday Food Fight.
Shop the Black Friday sale going on now at the Working Guys store. You'll find a variety of discounts on apparel throughout the store, including brands like Wrangler, Cinch, and Carhartt. You'll also find an additional 30% off clearance marked work boots. That's right, an additional 30% off. Now is the time to save during the Black Friday sale at the Working Guys store. But hurry, sale ends November 30th at the Working Guys store. Why pay more? Open 7 days a week at 109 East Broadway, downtown Hobbs.
Big news, southeastern New Mexico. Southwest Bearing is back, better than ever, and under new ownership. Your trusted source for heavy equipment needs, Southwest Bearings offers custom hydraulic hoses, air hoses, diamond roller chain, bearings, belts, seals, sprockets, tools, fluids, fittings, and more. Their expert team delivers top quality products and exceptional service to keep your machinery running smoothly. Visit at 809 East McGaffey in Roswell or call 575-623-2300. Southwest Bearing, custom solutions, local service.
Hey, Danny Kelly here at the big store, Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan. You know, I keep hearing people talk about how they believe they can get a better deal in Texas. Well, let me make it clear to everyone. You can't. No Texas dealer will ever beat Permian. Our prices are the lowest guaranteed. I'll beat any Texas deal on any new vehicle, or I'll go get it for you for free. On top of that, I'm also going to throw in a free lifetime powertrain warranty for anybody that buys and services with us. And you can take that Permian promise to the bank. So before you go driving, spending time, money, and valuable resources to chase a fairy tale, remember, shop local and save big. The only thing bigger in Texas are the prices. So if you need a great deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle and you want to make it fast, fun, and easy, just come down to Permian Chevy Buick GMC Nissan, 701 West Navajo Drive in Hobbs.
I'm Danny Kelly, and I approve this message.
It's a normal boy in an abnormal position.
B in the Breakfast Club.
I was born around 9 months after that.
The most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. Speaking up for New Mexico and America. No fact checkers, no censorship radio. Back to B in the Breakfast Club.
Fasten your seatbelt. Fasten your seatbelt, please.
Tom can say some of the things that you know are not accurate, and we never censor. We never censor.
Because it's true.
No, it's not true. Not true.
Well, one of the texters, speaking of that,
Tomala,
said there were actually 6 Stooges instead of the 3. And I went and looked it up, and that's true. It was Mo Howard, Shemp Howard, Larry Fine, Curly Howard, Joe Besser, and Curly Joe Dorita.
Huh.
By the way, if you are a millennial and never heard of the Three Stooges, that was a different age.
Very slapstick.
Mm-hmm. Check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction, a trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They've got you covered with siding. They can take care of your roofing, metal buildings, and all your windows. The cost of your electricity keeps going up. You need to preserve that electricity inside the house, air condition, and your heating. They've got you covered. 575-391-1430. Go to the website, SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com. Awesome day today. Wind's not blowing out there. 67 for the high. Sunny skies, 36 tonight. And then tomorrow, 68 and sunny. Much of the same for the weekend. In fact, will be like 75 coming up on Saturday. Extremely nice. Country singer Jamie Johnson. Name the song that he had, Tom.
I Love You.
In Living Color.
Oh.
You don't remember that song? In Color was the name of it.
By the way,
you should have seen it in color.
Yeah.
Did you watch the CMAs last night?
I did not. I did not because I'm not part of the woke stuff.
Well, great George Strait tribute, by the way. They did a great tribute to him last night.
What did you just say?
A great tribute to George Strait.
King George?
Yeah.
I know they did a tribute to Toby Keith.
I was to George Strait last night. I don't know if they did.
A tribute to Toby Keith, but it was for George Strait. Is that what you're saying?
No, it was a tribute to George Strait because they were going to do it. And a bunch of artists sang some of his songs, and then he had a song at the end that I guess it's a new song.
He's still alive, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just, me scared. Anyway, back to Jamie Johnson. Holy
Should have seen it in color.
Crap. That's an end around. Well, hey, speaking of Jamie Johnson, I mean, what about George Strait? I mean, great transition. Anyway, arrested in Tennessee. Highway Patrol in Tennessee pulled him over and charged him with speeding and possession of drugs. It's 49 years old.
A musician had drugs?
Drugs. Drugs.
No, I am shocked.
How about a new flavor of macaroni and cheese by Kraft, the bagel flavor?
Bagel?
What the hell?
More artificial ingredients.
Yeah, McRib fans. Speaking of artificial meat.
God. When?
You're talking to me now.
McRib fans. Sandwich returning December 3rd. I haven't seen Tom so excited.
He's salivating.
Since a woman showed him some attention.
Listen, I'll be there on December 3rd.
What is the deal with McRib?
As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and write that in.
It's fake meat.
It's
Monica, tell him something, would you?
It's good.
No, it's not.
Especially loaded with pickles and onions.
No, it's not.
But those aren't real either.
Well, I know, but it's good.
It's all fake stuff.
Hey, you like those bananas, those
Bananas
muffins.
are real.
Those muffins.
Yeah, but that's real.
I know, but they're not good for you.
I'm going to get that in Lubbock. I'm going to be in Lubbock that afternoon.
What, December 3rd?
To check my eyes. And
I got to check my...
You're going to go to McDonald's while you're in
Afterwards.
Lubbock. Don't do that,
They're
Tom.
checking-
Go somewhere we don't have here.
They're checking your eyes.
All right.
What are they checking them for?
McRibs.
Well, it's because back then I had high blood pressure. They got
Oh, like you don't have it now.
Wait. Back then. We're talking about a future event, and you said
We're talking
back
about
then.
6 months ago. Back then,
Well, that's the last time I saw him. Was 6
Oh,
months
gosh. I can already taste it. How many more days? Let's see.
No.
December
Just say
3rd.
no.
1, 2.
So you'll be in Lubbock December the 3rd to check your eyes out because you had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the blood pressure they were worried about. I think you had pressure behind your eyes.
It was a retina deal.
Does that affect your blood pressure?
It does. Blood pressure has to do with everything in your body, by the way. Circulation, your thinking.
Thank you, Hemorrhoid Tom.
Eating wise.
Canadian grandmother completed she did 1,575 push-ups in an hour.
Wow.
Earning the Guinness Book of Records. 1,575 in 1 hour.
That's incredible.
And she's a grandmother, Tom.
Probably has a great chest.
Had nothing else to do.
Her pre-workout was prune juice.
What?
Prune juice. Yep.
How old is she? Does it say? She just
Well,
says
and she
that
did
she's
them because she
grandmother?
had to get them done because she had to run to the bathroom.
Allah.
Wow. Robert De Niro, is a former U.S. president. The first look at the Netflix Zero Day. De Niro, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I ain't got, nothing. And Khloe Kardashian's ex-husband, Lamar Odom, conceded that he's a little off after purchasing a sex doll that resembles his ex-wife.
I think she's the prettiest of the three sisters.
By the way,
I have no idea who they are.
It's kind of crazy because one thing is fake and made out of plastic. Oh, okay, never mind. They're both fake and made out of
I
plastic.
think Kim is the most beautiful, and then Khloe, and then Courtney.
Yeah, I'm not a.
I have no idea what any of them look like.
I'm not a
if
fan.
you put them in I could probably pick them out if they were, in a lineup of blonde-headed people.
I could see them.
But if they were in a lineup
I could pick
of
them up. I could pick them out from a picture from behind.
You could
Now the
not.
Jenner girls are good looking too.
Yeah, their Jenner sisters are pretty. Yeah. Both of them.
You
very
like Chris?
pretty.
She's good looking too. The mama.
She is pretty too.
No, he likes Hillary.
Hillary is not
Hillary's
pretty
the
to me.
best, though.
What's the transgender's name?
Hillary? No, wait.
Bruce.
Well,
Bruce.
yeah, but he's transitioned.
Caitlyn, I think.
Caitlyn, you like Caitlyn?
I ain't going there. Don't go
Tom, like, serious question. Serious question.
You
Like,
know, Caitlyn, if you put Caitlyn side by side next to Hillary, I bet Caitlyn wins most contests.
Tom, if a transgender man-woman, a man that was now a woman, wanted to go like on a date with you and offered to pay, would you go?
I do like what Crocodile Dundee did in this movie.
So if she's going to take
That's
you
a-
out to eat and pay for it, yes, he's going to go.
That's a mulligan.
Like, would you have a standard right there and be like, no, like, you're a man, I'm not going to go with you? Or would you be like, yeah, sure.
Well, let's ask you. Would you go out with a
He's just taking you to eat. I mean,
not on a date. I wouldn't go on
I'm going to be honest. Me and we have a friend who is transitioning, but doesn't demand. I call him he all the time,
Right.
and he doesn't freak out. And this is in the Philippines, and
Yeah, transgender.
and by the way, his boobs are almost as big as yours now.
He's probably jealous.
He's taking hormonal treatment,
Mine's
but
a natural.
yours are natty. Yes. What the hell?
No, but okay, so the answer is no, you wouldn't?
You wouldn't go?
No.
Okay, good.
I've
I'm
been-
just saying, you do have some standards.
I've been in the bar with him, and I'm a human.
Tom would go to lunch with almost anyone if they were paying.
Now, this is a bigger question.
Wouldn't you?
Except for
Would you not go to lunch with somebody just because?
If you were getting a massage, would you be specific, a man or a woman?
Oh, woman all day long.
Because that's the only woman that's touched you in a while.
Yes.
He agreed.
What about you, Blake? Man or woman on a massage?
Who's got the best hands?
Yeah, I don't
Correct.
care. It doesn't.
Me too. I'm down for
if you
for a massage from a man or woman.
Whoever has the
it's
best
not.
hands.
I'm
that
going
can work
there for
those
sexual
muscles.
gratification.
No, that's not what
It's
it's
a
about.
massage.
Well, my brother gave me a gift certificate for a massage from Waco a couple years ago. So we went. I was there for Christmas.
Was it Massage Envy?
And it was an Indian girl, from India.
Oh, why you got to talk about it?
And she says, "Do you want to take off your clothes?"
And you said yes,
I
please.
said, "Well, what kind of clothing do I got to take off?" And she says, "Well, your shirt, your pants, and."
Yeah.
I said, "Can I leave my chonies on?" She said, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yep.
She said it's an extra charge because that's a big back, the massage.
So first time.
I'm sorry, the gift certificate is not going to cover this.
It sounds like that was a legit massage place.
It was.
I can just imagine it.
I always take my clothes off, Tom. It's hard to give a massage with what are they going to do? Pour the
In the
oil
way.
on top of you? Yeah. I do keep the chonies on most of the
Yeah,
time,
I do.
Tom.
I did that day. First time I ever got a massage. It was nice.
Did you just say you did that day?
Yeah, that day, the first time ever I got a massage.
So the next time you got a massage, did you leave the chonies on? Or
I've
take
never
them
had
off?
it done.
Well, that was in Carlsbad at the tug and pull,
Haven't had one since.
the rub-a-dub.
We've got some funny texts. In our
All right, text line is open 877-396-W105.
Tom is lying, and you know he would go because it mentioned a free meal.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And Tom, if you let them take you on a date and he pays for everything and you have a good time, you better let him smash the potatoes.
So.
Oh God.
Maybe
you
you
guys
go
are
to work at
ruthless.
the rub and tug.
And Adam from Carlsbad is calling you out, Blake. He said,
On
yes,
what?
you do, Blake. Don't lie. Everyone knows who the Kardashians are. You're
No.
acting like Tom right now.
Actually, I don't. I've never seen an episode of it.
Me either.
I've seen them on ads, but I don't know.
Like who, which sister from the other.
One
I
of
can
them
understand
advertises
And I mean,
for
Skims.
Kudos
That's-
to them.
that's
They
him.
they seem to be good business
yes, the
women.
migraine.
They
I
seem to-
don't I don't know who they are until somebody says, "Oh, that's so and so."
I mean, they seem to be good businesswomen and great marketers.
Yes,
They are.
They are.
Their
Tom?
mom taught them well.
Tom? Tom?
And Jody from Levinson says that, boy, the transgender you're talking about is Michael Obama.
So
Says
I
the
showed
texter.
you a picture of the transgender and asked you if you would go out with them. You were like, "Oh, she's hot. I'm going to pull her out."
Who was it?
Pull him up.
And this person is asking, is Monica Islamic? Because she's always saying Allah. You know, just to clarify, I feel like I do this at least once a week. It's my way of saying, like, oh my gosh, like, oh wow.
Oh my.
Oh my. I guess I could just start saying
Oh
oh my
my.
instead of Allah. Like, I mean, Allah Makina. Somebody said, is she trying to say Allah? Apparently,
All right.
That
Here's Samantha.
Samantha Salvador. Oh wow.
Fox.
Oh wow.
And as Tom,
That's a man.
Yeah, that's a dude. That's a
Okay.
dude.
Was his name Sam before that?
I don't know.
Is that the one that Tom thought was good looking?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm looking for.
Well,
That's before
He
you said he
is.
was a man.
he is.
Until I said that he was a dude. So.
Oh, Joe from Hobbs on the McRibs. Oh, the messier, the better.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. You like fake meat? You can't say you don't like fake meat if you like the McRib.
Listen, I prefer some real meat, pero the McRibs.
That way, when they
Fake, real,
mandate,
good.
you have to eat fake meat, you're already be in line.
And look, if you like it, that's fine. I'm just saying you can't say you don't like fake meat, Tom, if you go
You like
all
fake
salivating about the McRib because it's fake meat.
What's good fake meat?
We'll have a lunch date. To
What about potted
McDonald's.
meat? We could put
Oh,
some barbecue
heck
sauce
no.
on that.
Do you like potted meat?
No,
Do
not
you
me.
like Vienna weenies?
No.
Do you like Vienna weenies, Blake?
I haven't had them since I was a kid. I don't
Tom?
even.
Spam.
I like Spam, but I said Vienna weenies.
My wife goes to Sam's and buys the pallet of spam
Nice.
and the pallet of Vienna sausage, and we sent all that back to the Philippines.
Oh, man.
Nate Silver calling on Joe Biden to resign, and that way Kamala can be the first female. He said that Joe was incompetent. Wait. You're on CNN. All these years, you've been saying Joe was good to go. Wrongful death lawsuit filed in Texas. A teen died by suicide while behind bars. Jonathan Beasley Jr. Entered state juvenile criminal justice system at the age of 11. His mother, Amnesty Freeland, says that he commits suicide while locked. He had been back and forth in and out of the judicial system, and had said that he was going to commit suicide and ended up committing suicide. So they are now suing the state of Texas. How do you prevent that?
I don't know.
How do you prevent that? And the U.S. vetoes the UN Security Council resolution demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. So the U.S. said, no, we're not going to. And I don't know if you saw today, Russia fired a ballistic missile at Ukraine, a ballistic missile that could carry nuclear warheads.
I ain't playing.
An ICBM.
That's not good. All right, wrap up text. We got to take a break, and then we'll come back do the good news of the day.
Back when I was a kid, this texter is saying, me and my sister were fighting as we were riding down the road. Now, my mother told us to quit, and we didn't, says the texter. And then she turned around from the passenger seat and backhanded both of us right on the nose. We didn't even dare to cry as our noses bled, says the texter. IMO, some parents are just too soft nowadays, says the text.
My.
Made them bleed.
I agree with the other texter.
Oh,
It
my.
sounds like Monica is praising Allah every morning. Nah.
Allah Makane.
Allah Makina is what I'm going to
Makina.
say. But I
Just
guess
go ahead.
everything I say.
Go ahead and say it.
Dang.
Go ahead and say
Allah.
it. No, say your phrase.
Allah Makina. Those McRibs taste like earlobe meat. No, they don't. And how do you know what earlobe meat tastes like? Are you Mike Tyson's buddy?
Right.
I haven't had one in years, but I would tend to agree with that.
You never had a pig ear? What about pig's feet?
Oh, yeah, I've had pig's feet.
Pig's feet
In menudo.
come in a
In
big
menudo.
pickle jar?
No, not
Pickled
not
pig's feet.
pickled.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing in the South.
Fake meat doesn't matter. It's an indulgence every once in a while, not a diet change. Yeah. Who
There
are
you go.
you? I agree.
Tom, one more.
And the
I gotta
dude
go.
from Lovington says the McRib is made of pork. It's not fake meat. Says this morning.
It's the scraps from the floor, and whatever they can grow in a.
We'll have to fact check that.
Did you just read the potted meat one?
No.
Pedro Zepeda and Hobbs says, potted meat on a tortilla? OMG, you're missing out. But again, I grew up poor. That was a poor man's pizza. But
Poor man's pizza.
All right, we got to go. Good news of the day. We'll get to that coming up. Next news this morning being brought to you by Rocha Air Conditioning and Heating. Get in touch with Enrique Rocha today, 575-631-1999. If your heat is not working, we'll have some more days of cold weather. We'll probably have a freeze or two before it starts warming up. You need your air conditioner and your heating checked out and ready to go. Roach Air Conditioning and Heating, 575-631-1999. Call them today. We're coming right back.
Fox News, I'm Chris DeMeo. Vice President-elect J.D. Vance looks to sway senators on President-elect Trump's cabinet nominees that they may find controversial.
Here's the pitch. He put it on X. He said, Donald J. Trump just won a major electoral victory. His coattails turned a 49-51 Senate to a 53-47 Senate. He deserves a cabinet that is loyal to the agenda he was elected to implement.
Fox's Peter Ducey. The Country Music Association holding its 58th annual awards in Nashville Wednesday night. Lainey Wilson took Female Vocalist of the Year.
Was definitely not expecting this at all. I look up to every single one of the ladies in this category. They have all influenced me and inspired me, and I'm so honored to just even be nominated for this.
Courtesy ABC and the Country Music Association. America's listening to Fox News.
This is Davis Smith, the Guerrilla Lawyer, and I'm talking to you from my office on 3130 North Grimes in Hobbs, New Mexico. Our office has exploded with new clients. And do you know why? Fast settlements, fantastic customer service, and man, we love paying our clients money. If you get injured in a car wreck, you come see the Guerrilla. Remember, if you get injured, you get the Guerrilla.
Visit 3130 North Grimes or call 575-964-2720. That's 964-2720.
In need of a tow? Those don't have to be dirty words. At Lee County Roadside, they have been offering friendly and knowledgeable service for 20 years. From light to heavy duty, there's nothing they can't tow. And with 24-hour availability, there's no time they can't tow it. Don't make a bad day worse by choosing the wrong tow company. Lee County Roadside, the good guys to call in a bad situation. For 24-hour service, call 575-392-3223 or locate them at 7401 North Del Paso, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Like Lee County Roadside on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
This Black Friday, get into a truck that gets the job done. Ram at Tate Branch Hobbs. Whether it's the strength of a heavy duty or the versatility of a light duty, Ram trucks have you covered. Plus, during our Black Friday event, enjoy unbeatable savings and a lifetime powertrain warranty on all new vehicles. Come to Tate Branch Hobbs, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and drive home in a Ram that's built to last. Black Friday deals are here, but they won't last. Ram trucks, built for work, ready for life. Only at Tate Branch Hobbs. Visit us today, right across the street from Texas Roadhouse.
The Western Heritage Museum and Lee County Cowboy Hall of Fame are lighting up the holidays. Fun starts November 16th with Indigenous Peoples Day Family Day from 10 to 1, and on November 18th, they open their amazing indoor ice skating rink to the public. Enjoy the Bonnie Moran North Pole Village starting December 2nd, and Holiday Family Days December 13th and 14th from 5 to 8, with Cowboy Kids Club members enjoying 2 special hours Saturday. Join the Western Heritage Museum and Lee County Cowboy Hall of Fame in all their holiday festivities at One Thunderbird Circle.
It's go time. And whether you're going away for a weekend or you're hitting the road for a long vacation, you can go in style and comfort. Main Trailer Sales has a trailer or fifth wheel to fit your needs and your budget. And their quality products give you the confidence to travel worry-free. So when it's go time, you can just go. Main Trailer Sales, 2900 West 2nd and 2009 Southeast Main, and online at maintrailersaleinc.com.
Main Trailer Sales. Don't go camping without us.
Old Jack's, Lovington's hometown drive-in, offers everything you need to heat up and cool down, from your favorite poncho burger to the best banana split around. They're even serving up some new desserts. This week's specials are the Steak Finger Dinner, the Doc Red Bull, and the OG Drink. You can find their daily and weekly food and drink specials posted on Facebook. Come see them at 321 West Avenue D in Lovington, or call ahead to 575-396-5328.
Get ready for the Boys and Girls Club's 6th Annual Fall Fishing Derby, November 23rd and 24th. First up, let's talk about those tagged trout. We've stocked the waters with trout, and guess what? One of those tagged fish is worth a whopping $1,000. The biggest catfish won't be left out. Whether you're a seasoned angler or a first-timer, bring your A game. The biggest bass also scores you another great prize. For a $20 donation, you can support our local Boys and Girls Club. Plus, we've got something for everyone. All ages welcome, and kids under 12 fish for free. Sign-ups kick off at 1 p.m. on the 22nd at the picturesque Lower Tansel Dam. It's a 2-day event of fishing, fun, and friendly competition. And trust us, there are many more tagged fishes and prizes waiting to be hooked. Our heartfelt thanks to our core sponsors, Silver Bullet Transportation. This ad is brought to you by the Carlsbad Lodgers Tax, supporting local events and tourism. All right, turn it on, turn it on.
Good morning, New Mexico, Texas, and beyond. Thanks for listening to Be in the Breakfast Club.
Fresh, and it's high in protein.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Maybe I need to change that one. All right, 9:28. We got to get to the good news of the day before we get on out of here. Tomorrow is a Friday.
It is. Thank God it's Friday.
God bless.
Friday night.
Oh, my.
Thank God.
Oh, my.
Good news of the day being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington, 575-396-0513. Call him today. Home, auto, life insurance can take care of all of your insurance. Proud sponsor this morning of the good news of the day.
So the first good news story is McRib. We were wrong. It's not fake meat. It's made from reconstituted meat, heart, tripe, scalded stomach, etc. So it's like a big flavored hot dog. So just saying.
It's like menudo on a bun.
Yeah, kind of, with barbecue sauce. And a 97-year-old former cheerleader in Central Michigan got to relive her glory days. I'm not going to pronounce her name. Her last name is Doring. I think it's Eula-Jean, but I'm not sure the way it's spelled. Maybe it's Isla-Jean. She helped form Merrill High School's first cheer team 80 years ago. And she's reliving her glory days. The school's current cheerleader surprised her at her retirement home and brought her a uniform to put on.
Nice.
They planned to do a few simple cheers with her, but then she asked them to lift her up so she could fly again. Thankfully, no one broke a hip. And a couple in Denver just got a very important vinyl record back 58 years after they cut it. They recorded their wedding in 1966 and had it turned into a record. A random woman found it at a thrift store in Austin where they used to live, and she told her local news, and the couple's daughter heard about it and got it back for them. And a guy in Oregon named Ken Reese is pushing 70, but one of his kidneys just turned 100. His mom, Doris, gave it to him in 1975 when he was battling kidney disease. Ken says she was a selfless person who would have done anything for any of her 5 kids. And he likes to say she gave him life twice. Aww. Once when he was born, and then again with the kidney. And that is your good news of the day.
Tom's like, I told you it got pork in it. Yuck.
It's basically, it's like a hot dog.
Big Vienna
with
sausage.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, it's a Vienna hot sausage with barbecue sauce.
We are out of here. We got to get out of here. Russ Black is raring to go. He's got Tradio. Buy, sell, trade. Giveaway. Barter, whatever it is. He's got you covered. That's coming up next on W105. We'll see you for a Friday edition of Being the Breakfast Club tomorrow morning, 6:06.
MTD Radio News brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington. Get the job done right every time since 2004.
Proudly serving most phases of the oil field process, Stone Oilfield Services has a fleet of over 60 trucks and a workforce of over 100 employees. From water transport to kill and vac truck operations, flowback services and pit filling to the clean out of rigs and tanks, as well as oiling and acidizing, Stone Oilfield believes in getting the job done right every time. Their central motto, do